In a world that has known peace amongst its land for millennia, the continents are suddenly thrust into war when a son usurps his father's throne, seeking to annihilate anything that stands in his path on his quest for world domination. Follow our vagabond adventurers as I, Vandalxero, guide them through an Aetherpunk-inspired world as they take on an empire, hold off otherworldly forces, and bring peace back to an afflicted land. Let's go to war. All right, are we ready?
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
Malcolm Sandy Fingers is ready.
I'm about ready.
We ended last session with you guys arriving at Wunderroth for the annual Harvest Festival. You pulled your cart through the gates, and now where are you going?
We're supposed to go to the food court, right? Isn't that where we said we were going? There was a sparrow.
Apple lady.
The wagon place.
Did we get her name?
Sherry? No, Sherry's your aunt.
No.
We have Larry and Jerry.
Yep.
The horses, though.
You
Are those
never
their names?
got her actual name, but it's safe to assume her last name is Appleseed.
Is her name written on the
Mrs.
envelope?
Appleseed. Oh, is it? I check.
The envelope says June.
June.
Which way smells good?
June and Johnny.
Like food.
All right, so let's look for July.
Are we in like the gates finally, or are we approaching?
Are you moving?
I'd like to hop off the wagon and start following.
Let's go, Duke.
I'd say we're headed towards the food court area.
Okay, so as you go in, it branches right and left. Ahead of you is it immediately, like after about 400 or 500 feet, starts the actual water in the harbor. So, and it breaks off, and it's a huge, like, shipping lane center for everything that comes in and out that's not from an airship. Despite there being airships, people still use like water vessels because they're cheaper to maintain, they're cheaper to use. Shipping may take longer, but it's cheaper. It's your standard ground shipping versus your next day air. So that's that. You see the edge of the water, and it's a vast opening of just water. You notice there are no ships in the water, and there's a big platform out in the middle of the harbor. To the right, you do see like food carts and different various like bakeries and restaurants. So you're going to probably want to head right.
Like, right.
Okay.
It's right. Go right.
Yeah,
well,
we
what's
can,
to the left?
I was gonna say, yeah.
How-
What is to the left?
How
Out of
good do these
curiosity.
bakeries smell?
There's good smells, bad smells, weird smells, because it's from all the continents have showed up. So it's literally food from the entire world is in the area. So there are things that like you're like, man, that smells delicious, or I don't think I would want to eat that, but somebody might think it's good. Not me.
No, I'd probably want to eat that.
I don't like cilantro.
If I haven't smelled it before,
soapy,
I'd probably
yeah.
want to eat it.
So you would smell all of the food smells, and I mean all of them, coming from the right.
Okay.
To the left, you see more like shop stalls and general like kind of like a open flea market type deal.
So I
Stuff
probably
to
want to
do.
go that way with my books and stuff after.
Yeah, so let's get the money first,
Yeah.
and then.
So is there anyone like
Continue.
nearby that we could?
Are you guys moving right now, or is the cart stopped for a second, or are you still moving?
say we're slowly rolling up that way?
I would keep going.
Yeah.
I think
Probably-
is there
probably-
any beer to the right.
It's
So,
probably not
if-
smart to stop in the
you're
middle of the
slowly
busy
moving, you
city.
hear a on the side of the cart.
Okay. So
Fine.
we'll,
You guys want the map?
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stop.
I reach over and I pick it up.
He hands up 2 maps.
Perfect.
Two.
Well, there's more than
Why
one
are
of you.
two?
No.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, I was like,
Can-
we can just share one. It's fine.
Can I see one of those?
I would like to start
I want-
studying the map.
I wonder how much the cartographer makes if he's making so many maps.
So upon looking at the map, you see that the port of Wunderoth is a triangle shape. So it branches off, and then it comes, and then there's the opening into the inside of the harbor. So to the right, you see on the map, there's the food court, the game emporium up towards the end, towards the water.
Games.
Then on the right, not the right, the left, you see the stalls of sales is what it's labeled. And that takes up a majority of the left-hand side.
I wonder what they sell there.
The residential areas are up towards the left-hand top side. And it has a big X through it, meaning you probably shouldn't go there right now. Like, that's not for visiting, it's not part of the festival. That's just where the richer people live.
Mm.
And then you see the big block in the center of the water that says the main state.
I don't know, but that food court's looking pretty tasty to me.
I was gonna say, yeah. How detailed is the food? Like, how detailed is the map? Does it just say like, here's the food court, or do we?
It
Is it
has a
detailed enough that we
breakdown.
can tell where we need to bring our apples?
Well, it has the breakdown by continent. So like you'll see like a little sections like this is of the you see
Is it like a
this-
map from like a mall?
Yes.
Kinda? Okay, alright,
Okay.
so yeah.
I assume Wunderoth is a mall at this point, since we keep calling it.
Floor.
we talked about the food court. We,
Yeah.
So
I want
you
Panda.
see your continent is called Canbeth.
Okay.
Kanbeth. Canbeth.
I get my note
And
page
then-
out.
Trying to think of
I don't
this
have
is
a
where I
notebook
have
right
to make
now.
things up a little because I have to figure out how many other continents I want there to be.
I'm just waiting for people to start offering us free samples when we get over there.
What was his continent again?
Go over to
So you're-
Jordan's furniture. Fly on the trapeze.
So you see 2 others that are the closer continents to you of Terethian and Benchereth. And those are the
Wait.
only other ones that are labeled that you can read.
What was
The
the
other
name
ones
again?
have Terethian, Terethian, and Benchereth. Benchereth.
Okay.
And
Thank
those
you.
are your neighbors to like the north and the south. And as I said, the rest are in like you don't quite understand like the dialects that they're written in.
Okay.
At level 1, I would.
Are they written in Minotaur?
I was gonna say.
No.
Is that a language?
Yeah.
What about
Yeah, it's a lot of grunting.
What about celestial? Any celestial words there?
Nope.
All right, so
I also speak Celestial. That's
Oh,
fun.
We should totally have conversations so no one understands us.
There wouldn't have to be
You
anything.
guys are having a
infernal on,
conversation
right?
right now, and I'm
I assume.
having a hard
I
time
assume
understanding you too.
Satan didn't make this.
all right, so I'd say we veer our cart over towards the Canbeth section, assuming that's where our apple lady's gonna be.
Make a
You just start
perception
yelling,
check as you
"June!"
get over there.
And I'm
Perception
just
check, huh?
yelling.
Can
I'm
I
just
help?
yelling June over and over again.
Yep.
All right, Tater, you make a perception check with advantage because I'm gonna help you.
Okay.
So roll your d20 twice and take the higher result.
Perfect.
June!
Did you
June,
yell
where
at
are
June?
you?
Can you get a
August.
plus
Yep,
2?
screaming June.
First one wasn't great. It was better than the second one. So I got an 8 plus a 2, so I rolled a 10.
Hey,
You see a stall with a giant apple tree right off the top.
Why? Wait, why?
Okay.
Why do we have to bring her the apples if they brought a tree already?
It's a wooden apple tree, you ding dong.
Oh, it's wooden. It's really tall.
Like all apple trees, bro.
I know.
All right, so we'll go ahead and pull on up to that. Seems like a good plan at this point.
You're so
Are we assuming that her name is June at this point? Possibly.
I hold out the envelope which says June on it.
Yeah, yeah. So
Maybe that's for the month.
can I reach them in the back? Can I grab the envelope?
I can walk it. I'll
hands.
walk it over to you.
All right, that's fine. So I guess we'll pull up to the stand. Is there a person there?
You see a mighty mountain of a woman
Boy.
standing behind
Excellent.
the stall counter with like a clipboard going over things.
Oh, that's a manager. You want to talk to her?
Okay. So I guess we'll hold up the envelope and say, you know, are you Miss Appleseed?
Oh, hello, dearie. Wait, you're not my husband.
So your husband hired us for a delivery. We're told to bring the apples to you.
What a lazy fuck. He's supposed to bring the cart. But I see
guess-
he sent you.
us.
Oh, geez, there's more of you.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
jeez.
Sorry.
He was
You're all over
indisposed
the
with some
place.
other things, so he sent us to make sure that the apples made it here safely.
All right, well, can I see that?
Sure.
Do you hand it to her?
We'll hand it to her.
Okay. She's like, she takes it out and she's like, oh, he's just spending money like it's fucking growing off trees like the apples. All right, and then she walks around. She expects in the insides of the carts.
There's probably a bunch of cores around where I was sitting.
She doesn't care. All right, all seems to be here. Here's your money. And she hands you 5 sacks of gold.
How much?
Beautiful.
You can count them if you want, or you can just trust me, because I ain't got no reason to lie to you. You delivered me goods.
This is a lot of
I
copper
count them.
pieces.
That's those are not
Trust
copper.
I know.
I count them.
There's 50.
There's 50. Okay.
All right.
Yep. Could sell probably like half
Alright.
of this and make that all back, so I guess it's fine.
We each get 50 gold.
It's all here. It's all here. So we're good.
So you've each gotten 75 gold from the apple seeds.
Solid.
Can I see that real quick, please? Thank you.
So
Alright, did he tell you to do anything else? Are you good?
And can I buy a barrel of apples?
You don't have a cart. Are you just gonna carry them?
Yeah.
All right.
So do you want to just give me back that bag of gold then? Because that's about how much that costs.
It's 50 gold for a barrel of apples.
Do
You know
see
these
any
things
other-
grow on trees, right?
Yeah, our trees.
You're not wrong.
Well, some of them, I suppose.
Yeah. Try
Um,
tasting the other apples compared to these ones.
can I do
I've
like
already
a
tasted these apples.
can I do like a history check to see if like apples are like just common to our continent compared to the other continents?
Mm-hmm.
Apple check.
I just don't want to say something and sound like an idiot if I don't know what I'm talking about. I got an 18 plus 2.
So you would know that, like, your main exports of your continent are fruits, vegetables, grains.
And you said, but basically our whole town is just a farm town that like does
Yeah.
fruits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fruits and wheats.
So
Vanilla.
you realize that she's not really overcharging, but she's not exactly charging little amounts for something that people can't really.
I'll
get
tug
elsewhere.
on the one suspender that's not on you because it's probably hanging down on the back of your leg, and I give you a little tug and
It's
say,
probably both suspenders, but yeah.
I will give you one I'll tug on one of them. I say, Ironhide. So I think they're expensive because like the other continents don't have apples.
No. Well, I mean, I know they taste good, and
It's supply and demand, dearie. And plus,
no, I know, but there's
she
other
points to where
things
you
here
were
that-
sitting in the cart. It looks like you had a bunch of them.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. They are very
can I
tasty.
persuade to get 25% off that?
You can try.
I can try.
What are you gonna
Well-
say though?
No, look. You and I
So
both
while
know.
you're saying this, she takes a clipboard and the pen. And she's just sitting there like,
Look. You and I both know that
"Oh, what do
we
we
can
both know now, dearie?
we can find apples just as good anywhere else.
Oh, you could. Well, then go fucking do it. Fuck off."
It's all right, Salazar. There's probably plenty of other vendors here that can supply me with a decent amount of food and quite a bit of gold that I was already given. I would, was just hoping to scratch another person's batch because I was on to scratch another person's back.
I don't know what you just said, but let's go eat other stuff.
Yeah, what that person said.
We'll take our business elsewhere. Thank you.
Good. Have a.
Yes.
You four have a good one. You can fuck off.
I carefully detach my book wagon.
I I'll pull a gold out of the pouch that she gave me, and I hand it to her, and I say, "Can I have one apple, please?"
Sure, pick what you want.
And I grab one, and I put it in my pack for later.
I steal an apple on my way out.
Of course.
Here we go.
What you got for me? What am I
While
checking?
he's rolling a check, sleight of hand.
Slide in.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go in the back of the cart, clean up all the cores, and like try and squeeze out the apple seeds
You got to zoom in here
so
see
I
what
can grow my own
advantage
apples.
is. I got an 18.
Yep, you take an apple.
All right, bye. Okay, June. Thanks for your business. Tell if Johnny shows up, tell him we did a good job. And I'm
He's probably
sorry.
sleeping.
Okay, sorry for our friend Saal. And I say it like under my breath, but I like walk away.
Hey, don't be a snitch.
No, I meant like sorry for
I'm
you, like
gonna-
I don't know. She told you to F off a lot, and I didn't know if that was a good thing or.
It's okay. I get that a lot.
She only said it once, right?
I said it twice,
She only
darling.
said it once. She said it twice?
got my hand full of apple pulp and I'm just licking it clean. I don't know. what
We
to
should
say.
walk away
Why do I
now,
keep talking
guys.
to you?
It's not great for us to hang around here right now.
Okay.
All right, I immediately start walking away,
Pick up my
dragging my book cart behind me.
Away we go.
mage handing
I take
my,
out my walking stick and start hobbling my way.
and I have my mage handing my little Tinker's briefcase next to me, floating.
Is it floating like next to you? Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, is it in front of you, behind you? Where
No,
is it?
like it looks like I'm holding it, but I'm not. Like so, it's like it flows up and
Perfect.
goes back and forth next to me as I'm.
Nice.
Okay, so where are you heading now?
I'm a halfling, so I want to go look at all the food.
I'm probably staring up at the clouds, not paying any attention to anything right now.
I thought you wanted food. There's food in the sky.
Oh, yeah, I'm kind of hungry. I could eat.
Wow.
What?
That's
Nothing.
why don't
What?
want to check out the other continent's foods.
You know, I
I
was just
could
thinking about
eat.
that. What do they grow on the other
I-
continents?
Can I see one of the maps? Who has the maps?
Oh,
I do.
here's a map.
I look
Yeah.
at the ones that we can't pronounce. Let's try that one, and I point at that section. So like, I try to figure out where that section is by the map and point it towards that way.
So there are 9 other sections aside from yours.
I just pick one of the random
Yeah.
ones. I pick at random.
Okay.
I'll roll a 6. I got a 5 on a d6, so the 5th one. And you
So
get
that
to
one-
decide what the food is.
When you get there, that's a lot of like spicy, sweet food. So it's a
Ooh.
lot of like desserts that are spicy and sweet, meats that are spicy and sweet. It's all like whether it's a dessert, a soup, a bread, anything that they can make, it's all spicy and sweet at the same time.
I want to try something, but before I even ask about the food, I look at the map and I go, "Excuse me," to the meat salesman. Excuse me. If they speak common, I keep saying, "Excuse me."
Yeah, yes, little one.
How do you say this? And I point at their section.
He pulls out like a marking utensil, and they're not very good with writing down the names on this map. We all speak common, so you don't have to worry about ever having problems with that. We'll accommodate you, don't worry. And he writes down Kalbarasha on that section for you. CALBARASHA.
There you go.
I say, thank you very much, and then I say, here's 1 gold. What can I get for meat?
He takes down a giant like rope of like, it looks like spicy beef jerky.
How much is it? Like, could I give it a piece to everybody?
He hands you the whole rope.
Oh, sweet. So I go,
Spicy.
that's okay. Sweet. Thank you so much.
As
And
well
I
as sweet.
pass out a piece to everybody, and I
decline because I'm definitely not interested in meat rope.
Oh, I'm all about some meat
It's
rope.
just, like,
Thanks,
hanging
Malcolm.
Say.
off
no,
the
it
rope.
has the meat hanging off the rope.
Yeah.
It's not a meat rope.
I got a weird image in my head.
It's not a
Can I put it in my
No.
pack and use it later?
So it's like
Can I use it as a
If it's
whip?
just like beef
mango
jerky,
habanero
yeah, I'll take
chipotle.
that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
spicy.
good.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm down. I have
I
a
would say it's probably more like Thai or Indian, like
Yeah.
that style. It's all like a spicy, but still Swedish.
Reminds me
Sweet.
of the fires of hell.
No, thank you, Malcolm.
You've been to hell?
okay.
You know that? That's cool.
I'll just put this in my pack then, and I put the extra pieces in my
Respect
pack.
I wander over the desserts.
I follow.
Yeah,
I guess
wandering over the
I
desserts.
tag
Hold on.
along too. I want to see
Honestly.
what that's all about.
I'll lead up the rear.
Oh, what about, I don't know, beer?
I don't drink.
I mean,
I'll drink for 2.
Are you looking for beer?
Don't we have
I'm
to?
looking.
Don't we have to work?
This is working.
yeah,
You
Just
get a
here to
little
look at-
buzz going first.
right.
shiny
There's nothing wrong with
objects.
that.
You're in the wrong area for shiny objects.
Yeah. We'll make our way there.
Yeah, we should have gone left for that. We will. We have to go there anyway, so it's
We
fine.
need some money
I
first.
figured, yeah, we were walking through like the
True.
food area. We might as well get a couple pieces of food and then head
Like,
over and
yeah.
check out the shinies.
Yeah.
Is there anything that is on a stick?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
There, you can literally find anything that your mind could think of.
I go to a
Between-
random stall and say, "Give me your finest stick food."
Ooh. Fried twink.
And he points to the stall right next to him, and it's fried like breads on stick with melted cheese over them.
It's breadsticks. Let's do this.
Breadsticks on
I'm-
sticks.
Desserts.
Breadsticks on breadsticks.
Yeah, I had an
What is
apple
this
and
dessert?
some
No,
jerky.
it's
I'm ready
cheese.
for dessert.
I take the cheesy bread meat. Nope, there's no meat. The cheesy bread stick.
You don't know there's no meat.
I want one.
Okay,
How much is it?
that'll be a copper.
I flick them 2.
He hands
Copper.
you
No, when's okay? Walk away.
2. So inside is kind of it has like a chickeny with like gravy, and it's basically a pot pie on a stick.
This
With
was an
cheese on the-
unexpected surprise. I mean, when you're not expecting gravy and it just shows up. Whoa.
that's a really heavy stick.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't realize this is like 3 or 4 pounds. What's going on? No.
But it's light and fluffy. The chicken tastes great. The gravy it's not runny. It's like a thick gravy because if it was runny, it would just come out of the bread. So
You just know it was slow cooked.
Yep, they made it with love, and
Slow
it's
and
very
slow.
delicious.
This tastes like love.
Ironhide, you find the dessert section of the Calbarash stalls, and it's lots of like fruit pies. Like they're little tiny, they're glazed with.
What does the person looking that runs the stall look like?
It's a very big woman, and she looks so happy just to
Hello.
be there. Oh, hello. Do you want some?
That I believe is a.
Oh, have some, and she just hands you one.
I take one, and then I eat it in a bite. What is it?
It's a pineapple upside down cake, but it has a little bit of spice to it. Not a lot, just a little bit.
Okay. I take out my shield, and I turn it around like it's a dinner tray,
Oh,
and I
you
hold
want
it with 2
more?
hands. And then I take out the coin purse, and I go, okay. And I take out 20 gold, and I say, fill it up.
Oh boy.
Yep.
And she goes behind like out back and comes out with a giant like open box and just puts it on top of the shield.
Oh, this is much easier. And I put the shield away, and I just hold the box with probably a hand.
No,
and I just start...
it's a big
It's like a
box.
crate?
It's like a crate. Yeah.
Is it wide enough to fit on my horns.
Yes.
I set it on my horns because I'm like, how tall am I? I'm 7'2", so I'm probably about 2 inches taller with the box now. So I don't think anybody's gonna be reaching it. So yeah, I set it on top of my horns.
You're probably about like 1.5 feet taller with the box on. It's a crate.
Nice. So I put the crate on, and I reach up, and I just grab the first thing that doesn't feel like meat.
What?
Go for it.
Doesn't feel like meat?
I'm a vegetarian.
It's a crate full of those.
Yeah, still people can eat meat pies,
I
so
don't think she
No,
gave you meat
it's
pies.
all that one dessert.
It's
all
Caribbean jerk
pineapple
upside down
perfect.
tape.
there was was it just pineapple upside down cake at that stall?
Mm-hmm.
I'm fair with that. I've already done.
Didn't you look at the sign?
No.
I'll take one, please.
Oh no, it's fair. And I just reach up.
No,
and
no,
I hand
no.
him...
I'll take one from the stall. No, I want to pay the woman for her cake.
Oh, dearie, the first one's free.
But then I'll pay for
I'll take
one.
the free one.
I'll take the free one. I'll take the free one and another one.
It'll just be a copper, dearie.
I give her a copper and I take the free one. So now I have two. One cake in one hand and one cake in the other. And I'm just walking behind.
Alithar, or
8 foot
Saal?
tall.
Would you like a cake?
Not much for dessert.
That's fair. Would you like one? I mean, you could probably make some money off of it.
You know what?
Maybe not right in front of the ladies' cart, though.
No,
like-
no. This is a teaching point for my friend. It's my teaching point. So I take down the cake and I hold it in my hand and I just like kind of palm it. And I just kind of lean into Saal when I say, you do catch a lot more flies with honey than you do with vinegar, as I hand him the cake.
Pineapple, though.
It's a metaphor for life.
I wasn't very literal.
Pineapples literally try to eat you back.
What?
There's
What?
enzymes and shit. Like they're okay. All right. We'll get into this later.
I got it. I got it.
I meant to be a little less abrasive when you're trying to sway people into thinking into your similar thoughts, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know if I follow. I take the
Duke,
cake.
would you like a cake?
I have a big mouthful. I want to see his face. Is it beef right? Like, is it nicer?
While you guys are sitting there talking, a very beautiful woman starts walking towards your direction, and you see she has an arm full of flyers. She's
Would
like,
you
"Oh,
like a
hello,
cake?"
dearies. Would you like one?" She hands you the flyer, and it's a list of the events that are happening on the main stage all day and all night.
Didn't know there was a tango competition. Sorry, what?
Oh yes, that's later. I'm in it. I'm quite the spintress, you see, and then you see her lift up and walk away, but she's walking away on spider legs.
Whoa! We were just talking about spiders. Sorry,
Were we?
we were.
Oh.
I know. It seems like it
Did
was
she-
almost a week ago.
Oh.
Maybe two.
Did she mean she was like a spintress, like spiders spin webs, or was she like a spinner in a dancing? I'm so confused.
I'm
I
thinking
think
it
it was
She
was
a
looks
pun.
back at you, Malcolm, because she heard you, and she just winks.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Would you like a cake?
No. I just ate, and I'll be eating later with my husband. So thank you, though.
Oh, you could always take dessert for later.
Can I make an insight check on that statement because of what spiders eat? Was that ominous in any way?
Could I try to?
She going to eat her husband?
when she winked at me, I've been frozen since then, so I haven't said it.
She doesn't have any of the like. She doesn't have 8 eyes or a horrible face or mandibles or
It's like
anything.
spider
but
legs?
you
Spider
notice
butt?
Not a huge one, but there is a little one.
So it's if she was like a
She
lady
has
wearing
a
a
thorax.
sexy Halloween costume,
Yeah,
pretty much.
but you do notice that she has 4 like giant tarantula-like spider legs that she's using to walk like through the crowd and over them if she needs to.
I bet
Just
she
so
has
she's
no
not-
problem getting stuff off the top shelf.
You ever wonder why there's so many buildings and not enough trees?
Because people need somewhere to live. I
You
don't
could live in
wonder
a
about
tree.
that at all.
Think about it. It'd be a lot
You
easier.
could live anywhere.
See? Exactly. I like Saal.
Comfortably?
Oh, I mean, I can live comfortably anywhere. You don't really need much.
I feel like that's a matter of opinion. There's no books in trees. You get books from trees.
I'll be right back.
You could write a book about a tree.
I know this one book about a tree. It's a tree that just gives everything it has, and in the end, you're like, wow, the boy in the story is a real dick.
Most kids are. But it's alright. They don't know any better. They learn. from
He's
their
still a
mistakes.
dick when he's older. It's awful. I mean, it's very selfish. I really don't think people understand the message of the book, but whatever.
Well, you know, eventually people could change.
Yeah, no, he's still a dick though at the end.
Hmm.
Anyways,
So
Maybe
Moral
Duke,
of the
the second
story:
book you
people
haven't
don't
read.
change.
Duke, you ready to go get your shiny weapon?
wait. What's on this flyer?
Question. Before we get to the flyer, Duke, did you want a cake?
I would love a cake.
All right. And then I take the cake and then I kind of just gently cut it with my sickle, and I give him both halves.
Beautiful.
Why'd you cut that in half for him?
I don't want him to get his shinies dirty, and mine's perfectly fine for getting dirty.
All right.
His are for stabbing, mine's for harvesting.
I don't have any weapons.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I mean, I have a staff.
You
It's
got
all-
one of
it's a
these, and I
big
just kind of
piece.
tap her on the head. You run at someone as hard as you can, and then just hit him in the belly.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she was really smart, because that's what I was thinking. She uses her head as her weapon.
Incidentally, that's not really true, but we won't go there.
Oh. It's alright, I'm not the brightest either.
I'm very wise, but not smart.
You just read a lot of books then.
I wonder if there's more pineapple cakes.
I have a comprehension problem. No, I'm kidding.
What's on the event list?
You have pineapples on your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's on the flyer?
Maybe
What's on
there's
the-
some. Maybe
Yeah,
there's like ones that
I
are
want to
cold
know.
that aren't as spicy that they could just put them in the crate up there.
So you hold
I'm
up
holding the flyer
the
up.
event flyer. The first thing on there is dueling. So and then it goes on to describe it's showing like master duelers from each continent are coming to they're sparring, just having fun. There's no winners or losers. It's just to show different fighting styles from the different
Yeah,
continents.
like a technique thing. That's cool.
Yep. And then after that, there is a tournament fighting, like a fighting tournament.
A fighting tournament?
What's
Yeah.
it called?
The tournament of fighting.
Fight club. Which is why you
What?
said no
Shouldn't
one
be
talked
on the
about it.
flyer.
Mortal Kombat.
Dun, 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 dun.
Trademark.
There's a small period where there's nothing, and then there's live music.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Then there's a magic show,
Ooh.
which you all find really interesting because you know that unless you actually like practice magic for a long period of time, it's really hard to do like
It is.
the big magic. Yep.
Yeah.
Actual magic, not street punk magic.
Street punk magic.
Mm.
And then
Cool.
fireworks.
Fireworks! We don't have a lot of those where we live because of all the produce and wheat, I imagine.
This
Oh,
shit
yeah?
just fucking.
I wonder what's going on at that magic show.
I think magic. I'm excited about it.
I wonder if there'll be food there. As I pull down another pineapple cake.
I mean, if you go, there will be.
Wait, when? Oh, there's a box up there.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch. Although you
who's
should
this?
be careful because you're so tall with birds. Birds like cake, I guess.
I
don't
like
know.
birds. It's fair.
Who's this hack doing magic?
Yeah, is there a name or does it just say magic show?
Wait,
Upon reading, it says the marvelous Meldak.
The marvelous Meldak.
wait.
Have I heard
Saal,
of this
don't
person?
you know how to do magic?
You have not heard of this person. He
Oh.
comes from a different continent.
I do a little magic. I dabble.
I'm pretty sure
Can
he
you
comes
show
from a
me
land
some
down under.
Can you show me a little bit of your magic?
Yeah.
I'll show you
yeah.
mine if you show me yours.
Whoa.
Here we go. All right. So, pick a card. Any card.
I pick a card. It's the 2 of clubs.
All right. Put it back in.
Okay.
All right. I will find your card out of this
Okay.
deck. Is this your card?
That's the 4 of spades.
Close enough. It's fine.
All right.
It's fine.
All right. Magic.
Magic.
That,
Can I
that-
see one of your cards?
What just
yeah.
happened? What just happened?
Nice.
There you go.
I feel like we all just
I
learned
take one of the
something.
cards and I rip it in half.
What are you doing
What?
with my cards?
Why'd you do
And
that?
then I put the card in my hand and then I make it whole again.
Oh yes, I've seen
That's
that one
real
before.
magic.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
This is how I get out of trouble.
Hold on,
when
let
I
me
take
let me
things
see that. I want to make sure it's real.
Okay. Then I hand it to him.
And it glows in my hand. I go, oh no, what did I do? And I give it back to Sal as it glows.
All right, okay, hang on. How many people are really magic? What's going on? I'm floored by this.
It's bright and I cover it.
It goes out because it's been completely covered.
Oh, okay. It's fine. Look, it's okay now.
Oh, okay. Maybe
There you
it
go.
was just like brief insanity. I don't know. It's
No.
crazy.
I kind of know a little bit.
You're all
When you-
aware that like that your basic like cantrip style magics exist. It's just
I don't got that.
further
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's less known like when it goes further on into
being
the
an
magic
actual,
user.
Like, person who casts magic spells is more rare.
Like real magic with like
Like fireballs
verbal.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't like this term
Somatic.
real magic, okay?
Hey,
I need you to kind of
magic,
take a
no matter
step
how
back a
you
little
look.
bit and stop with the judgment here.
I just
Okay.
feel like
Look,
what you're
I put
doing
on
is
a
called
real
sleight
show.
of hand.
Look, I put on a real show here, okay? Look, here. Do you know what this card is?
That's the 3 of hearts.
Do you know what this card is?
That's the 2 of clubs.
No, it's the 2 of hearts.
Ah.
All
But
right.
you were so close.
You were close. You were close. Are you magic? Can you do magic? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here.
You just did magic.
Hang on. Wait, I got another trick. I take the card and I go, oh no, what did I do? And I make it glow.
We just saw that. It's not as cool this time.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, can I-
nowhere near as
Can I see
So
that?
while they're
Can I
all
see
doing
that?
this, Duke,
Yeah.
I
the
I-
stall owner
I accidentally
next to
drop
the
it.
Woman is like,
Oh.
I feel so stupid watching this entire interaction. What is happening with these people? Are they okay?
Yeah,
We
this
don't
is
know much.
pretty much how they are all the time.
I'm
You get used to it after a while.
I'm so sorry. And he hands you like a rolled up pancake that has bacon in it.
Beautiful.
And as I drop the card, it stops right before it hits the ground and starts floating back up as my mage hand has brought it back up to Sal's face.
Oh.
I really don't like any of what you people are doing right now.
And then I dismiss the mage hand and it just falls again.
I'm hungry.
Okay, let's go to
Yeah, I know.
the what time is it? Is it tournament time or dueling time, or do we go get the shinies? Are we
it's the
selling
duel.
stuff?
I have to go bring my books to my aunt's thingy.
Let's go do that first, and then we'll go dueling.
Well, and there might be weapons and stuff for sale there too, so let's go check that out.
Maybe I could
Right? You want
do
to?
some trades with my stuff and get some new knickknacks.
Yes. Let's go to the left, or I guess
To
it's
the
just
left.
straight now. It's just straight now because we're walking that way. I guess.
To the other side.
Are we going to the retail side?
Onward.
Yeah, we're going to retail.
Yeah. Left. Yeah.
I look. Go ahead.
As we pass through the food court, any food carts that have fruits, I kind of stop and wait and see if they hand me a sample. And if they hand me a sample, they get a gold piece and as much as they can put in the crate that's on my horns.
So
tell me-
no one is giving samples.
Okay.
It was
Do
just
any
that
fruits
lady-
look appetizing?
I mean, you see fruits of every type, shape, size. You name it, it's there. They all
Grapes.
look good. They're grapes.
I want 5 gold worth of grapes.
Jesus Christ.
So is that like
He
just a
hands
couple
you
grapes
A
or like...
to-go bag.
A friggin' like a
And then I
burlap
put
sack.
it on top of the horn so it hangs down in front of me.
Like a feed bag.
Yep.
You should probably watch those
Oh
before you eat them.
my god.
Oh.
I'm done here.
Well, this party looks ridiculous.
And I'm the one that sticks out.
Allegedly.
You have
Um,
competition for the moment.
I look at Duke
I don't know. I feel
and
like the Minotaur sticks out.
I look at Duke and I just become increasingly jealous at the pancake bacon thing he's got in his hand. And I look and I go, so which guy had that? I didn't see those.
It was a sympathy bacon pancake. I'll trade you a bite for some jerky.
Oh yeah, here, you can have another piece. I have a whole rope of it.
I'll put that in my bag and hand you the bacon pancake.
I just eat that immediately because it just I know how good it is gonna be.
Fair enough.
So it tastes
Okay.
absolutely delicious because the syrup is baked into the pancake with it.
Oh, it's like from my hometown. It's called the McGriddle.
All right, so at this point, are we crossing through the middle? Or are we going back the way we came?
You cannot cross through the middle because that means
There's
you're
a
walking
Can
through
swim really
water.
well.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yikes.
And the main stage is in the middle of the water?
Yes.
Okay.
Are these red grapes or green grapes?
They're purple grapes.
Nice. So every
Ooh.
now and then you hear just the bag like move up and then munch, 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 and then you just see purple around my face. And then I bring the bag up and just wipe my face with it, and then it hangs down again. Where are we going?
To the stuff.
Oh my god, would you like a grape?
Not anymore.
Fair enough. Would you like pie or cake?
I'm good.
Mm.
I have my cheesy gravy breadstick chicken stick. That's what it's called. Actually, I think I could take a nap.
Let's go.
So you're walking over
I follow
to
the herd.
the stalls of sales.
Yes.
Right. What do we see there?
Literally everything. You have 10 continents worth of things. Your mind is blown by the amount of stuff that you see.
Specifically searching for my aunt's stall so I can bring the rest of the books.
So you would probably check in the Canbeth section of the stalls. Everything in each area, it's separated by continent, so that it's easier to find. If you're like, I want to go find foreign things, you would go to the different stalls.
Is there a
Right.
magic
So
shop?
I'll make my way there just to drop that off and then plan on going wherever.
Can I?
Should we stick together or are we splitting up? Because I will go with someone so they're not walking alone around the city. But mostly because I don't want to go alone around the city. So it's probably either Dook or Clementine that I go with because I like Clementine's books and stuff, so I would probably go say hi to Aunt Sherry and then either those two.
So, Patch has a few questions. Do I know Sal's reputation from back home?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going with. I kind of look around at the group and I look over at Saal and. What are you doing, Saal?
I'm just gonna see what's around. Maybe try to find a magic
sounds
shop.
like a plan to me.
Oh, you coming with me?
Sure.
Oh.
I know you're
okay.
penchant.
I literally just need to drop this off. That's it. I'm not like staying. So we can. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I can. All right, I'm just gonna go that way, and whoever wants to come, great. And if not, I'll find you later.
I'll go with
I'm
Clementine.
sure I'll find you. You're pretty weird.
I look at the other two people. So it's me, Duke, and Saal. I look at Duke and I look at Saal. And I look at the two people walking away. So are we following the herd or are we gonna diverge?
You guys want to get drunk?
Don't talk at once. It's okay. We each take a turn.
Here to see kind of fun weaponry we can find, but not opposed to a drink afterwards.
I can deal with that.
You hear in the distance, wait for me for the drink.
So, can I assume that my guy being a former mercenary kind of knows a thing or two about weapons, or?
Yeah. You
It's
know
okay.
that
I have a map. I know where we're going.
All right.
you
Can
know
I?
how to basically use all of them, but you're not an expert with them.
Okay. Can I look for just a big ol' fuck off hammer?
You can try.
All right. I think that's my goal here.
I'm looking for people who are selling food with the shiny things, so that's my goal. in this whole
anyone that
endeavor.
has jerky next to the in a bowl
Nope.
next to the
Weapon stand.
weapons.
I do peanuts. Peanuts would be one of my things. I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat.
You will not find any food on this side.
No.
It is all contained over to the food court.
If those grapes can hold you off till the bar, they might have something there.
No, I feel the bag. There's still a little bit of weight to it. And then I remember that there's a cake, and then I put the cake in the bag, and then I eat that.
Grapes and cake.
I feel like this might be a
Pineapple
problem
cake.
later.
Clementine, you come up to your aunt's stall and you see that it has a line of people like just there
Oh.
and wrapping around.
Shucksy
She's like,
doodle.
oh, thank heavens you're here, darling.
Oh, yep. Hi.
I need them smut books. Put them in the cart.
All right, I get the smut books. This is the best one
Yeah,
right here.
all 95 copies of it.
Hi, Aunt Sherry.
Oh, hey there. So you realize
Like,
that,
you remember Malcom?
yep, the little Sandy Fingers guy from Sandy Tinkers, right across the road.
Yeah, the guy that
Yep.
stands in front of the shop every day. That's me.
Yep. All right, well, thanks for the books, but as you can see, I have customers.
Okay.
I will see you back home.
Okay. Okay, bye. And I'm just like off.
Oh God! I'll go. Okay, bye. Bye.
Don't get in trouble.
And I like chase off behind her.
I'm like, no promises.
That's.
Wait for me. I have the map. Where you go? Hold on.
I immediately slow down for my.
You know that the other continents don't really have like books of that caliber, so they're hot ticket items, which is why she's
They've
Ain't
got the
no
low
books
quality
like our
smut.
porn books. Yeah.
why she's very like not disheartened by you being there and then gone immediately because she's making money. So are you going to? Who are you going to find, or are you two
Where are
wandering
we
off?
going?
Well,
Where do you want to go, Malcolm?
we'll probably head. We should probably head back. We should probably head back to them and get back with them. And then, but on the way, if you see anything that stands out, we should stop and say hello and check out the stuff and maybe buy something.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna head to the weapons area because we know that's where they're going. But on the way, if I could make some sort of perception check to see if there's anything
Go ahead.
worthwhile.
Why don't you pick me up and see if I can see over everybody?
You don't mind? I feel like that's rude. Okay, sure. I put him on my shoulders.
Up.
Put my hands up. Pick me up.
You can roll with advantage.
You roll both.
Well, the second one's not going to be good.
Perception 16. I rolled a
So-
natural 1 and a 12.
You see 3 like definitely like aren't part of the actual like flea market-esque layout, but are open and are very busy. One of them looks like a giant potion bottle, and it's called the Potionarium.
Nice.
One of them looks like a giant treasure chest with like clouds forming around the top of it. It's called Whammelbomp's Magical Wonders. And then you see what looks like a factory called Griswig's Machine Shop.
These all look interesting to me, except maybe the potionarium, because what do I need with potions? Me, a civilian.
What was the name of the last one?
Griswig's Machine Shop.
Have you ever seen a potion or used a potion?
You know what potions are.
I mean, I know what they are, but I probably haven't ever had to use one.
You see more of like the town doctor use them if they're necessary. Like it's not something you guys have like just lying around all over the place.
Open the medicine cabinet. Oh, I'm gonna take a health potion. No problem. No, that doesn't happen. Got it.
I've seen
All right.
few. I've never used any. I don't think. Maybe back home when I was intern with the magic people, there was some stuff they had. I never got to use it, but I've seen them.
Cool. No, okay. Well, I'm not interested in that. If you're not, I'm good. I don't need to go to a potion thing.
No, potions of maybe sometime if we want to stop, if we have time, we could check it out sometime.
right,
I don't know.
well,
I don't know if we need to go now.
I'm
No,
assuming.
that
my
that
assumption
Whamble
is
bomb
that-
sounds really
Yeah,
good.
that was my guess. I
There's a
figured
big-
you wanted to go there.
The big treasure chest on there, and
Well, and it says the word like magic is in it, and I just like the word whamble bomb. That's fantastic. So let's go.
sure.
So that's where you guys are heading?
Yeah.
Okay. Forward. So you see that there's a steady flow of people coming in and out. It's not like overly busy. It's not dead. You see an old man walking around, and he has like a little pseudo dragon just floating around with him.
Question. Sorry, we're still not here for this, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'll be
We're off
right
doing
back.
stuff.
You guys are off. Yep, you're good. So you see him. Hey, What do you want? You want this? That'll be 250 gold. Thank you. Have a good day.
What can I see?
You
What the
see
guy
it?
bought?
It looks like a shovel, but the end is like a glowing purple, and you can see through it.
Cool.
Don't
Alright.
don't dig any corpses up with that. That's all I can say.
Oh boy.
That's scary. I kind of like tug. That's scary.
Yeah, I think digging up corpses is probably not okay,
Yeah.
right?
I-
Shouldn't
I,
do
w-
that.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
Welcome to Whammo Bumps. What you want?
Hi,
I-
sir. What's your name?
I said welcome to Whammo Bumps.
I think his name's
That
Whammo
could just be
Bombs.
your last.
He
That's
got
probably
it.
just his last name. Maybe his first name
Nope,
is like
that's
Frank.
my whole name.
Whammo
Oh.
Bombs. Or is
Nope,
it just
don't worry.
one?
Okay.
Oh, like Madonna.
Or Cher. Or Seal. Okay, got it. Okay, well, do you have anything for sale that is not 250 gold pieces? Thank you.
Tons of things.
You have any fun
All right, I'm gonna-
knickknacks?
Tons of them.
Point me
I'm
in the
gonna look around
direction.
and-
Yeah, just point me
and
that
see
way.
if I see anything. Only because he's kind of scaring me now with his shouting.
Oh, yelling.
I'm getting intimidated. I'm getting intimidated.
So he like looks over to his right. Oh, there's that thing over there. And you look at it, and it's just a glove. It's just one glove.
One glove.
One glove. It just looks like a regular leather glove.
Not interested in a glove.
There's that thing right. And he pulls a ring out of his pocket. Right here.
Ooh, a ring?
It looks like a rat. It's like
A
doubled over,
rat.
biting its tail, which creates the
That's
circle.
kind of cool. Okay.
Then I got this thing over there on the wall. And he points, and it's a lute.
I don't play instruments. Do you play instruments?
Me?
Also, my hand is not cold, and
Well,
frankly,
here's what
I
this
don't
thing
think
does.
I need a.
Custard. And then the lute just becomes like a disco ball. Oh, it's
Whoa.
fucking custard. Jesus Christ, that's bright.
What's Jesus Christ?
He's a
What's
carpenter.
that?
Oh,
Oh,
Is he-
Left
that-
over at Griswig's.
is carpentry
from
is
around here.
is carpentry like really important? Why would you yell out a carpenter's name?
What?
Okay, so I don't need
How
a.
much is the ring? I just think rats are misunderstood. I don't.
What?
The
I'll give you 5
Ring.
gold for the ring.
I will give you 10
Yes.
gold for the ring.
Yeah, no. So you don't have to. Oh, baby, I was just gonna give it. Okay, so 10 gold's our bid.
Make it 20.
I'll give you 12.
That's the wrong way to dicker. It's up. 20.
No, you go up, I go down.
25.
12 and a half.
15, sir. 15.
Okay, we're at 50. We're not good at this.
15.
I think I might be a little better.
14.
15's good. 15's good.
No, she said 15.
I was trying to
I
get
give
him to do
15
4.
gold. 15 gold. Here you
Here you
go.
go.
I don't care. Thanks. What is it? It's a ring, but it's got a rat on it.
It's a rat ring.
I will
Is it like a
send it-
club?
Rat Ouroboros.
Does she not? She won't. No, she'll never know what it is until she gets till she tries to use it, right?
Correct.
Put it on and immediately die.
She turns into a were-rat.
Oh God.
For 15
That's
gold,
low.
you can be a rare rat too.
Brought to you by DGTV.
You could turn into hybrid and use your monk skills to punch with claws and shit.
So we don't want that
Pretty
thing,
dope.
and we don't want the glove.
What's the glove do? I don't know. Help me out here.
He doesn't remember this.
I don't. What day is it?
It is.
Why is it so busy today?
Is there any like
It is Carnival Day or
Is there
Festival
any, like-
Day.
random
Oh
like
shit!
this guy, man? This guy has a magic business. How does he do it?
I don't know. I feel like I should return this ring now. I'm kind of concerned about it.
Oh no, you keep that. I don't need it. And then he
Do you think this
puts
is like
his
an
hand
estate
into his
sale?
coat and pulls out. I got a lot of them.
They're all rat rings.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It is a club. Damn it.
No, they do stuff.
You just joined the cult of the rat, didn't you?
No.
I'm
These
actually
are very
okay
popular
with that.
amongst the kids.
Oh, really? But
I
why
like
are they
the
so
kids.
expensive then?
That's nice. You're the one who said the price.
No, she. Oh, yeah, that's true. She did yell 15 for no reason.
Hey, you know what? 15 is less than 20. 15 is less than 20. So I feel like I made out in this deal.
I'll give you 5 for 2.
Okay.
I give him 5 gold and get 2.
I'm okay. I've supported a local business. I feel good about that.
You see him take the.
What does the glove do?
Hold on a
Bothering
second,
me.
Jesus!
Who?
He takes the
Really
20
is-
gold and he puts it up to the pseudo dragon. You see the pseudo dragon eat it.
That's why he needs so much gold. He's got to feed his pet.
That ain't a pet. That's my bank.
That's his.
He's got to
That's
feed his bank.
that's his, and I show her my briefcase with the little like change purse on it. Clink clink. That's his. Yeah, his little spot. His cash register.
I like look through my vest.
Excuse
and
me,
there's literally
excuse me,
nothing.
sir. Excuse me,
Okay.
sir. What does that glove do?
Oh, so he goes over and he picks it up and he puts it on. He's like, "You, ha! Make a
Shit.
wisdom saving throw."
Oh, jeez.
Fuck. Hey,
Just him?
19 plus 4, because I'm good at wisdom. 23.
Oh, I didn't do anything. You, and he points at you. You make a wisdom save.
Ah! Oh boy, choices. Oh, God, I know I'm gonna roll low. I know it. 14.
You feel compelled to go over to the man and give him a high five.
I immediately high five him. Yes, I love this
Ah,
glove.
that's good. Yes.
You see me, my eyes are
Alright,
closed
well-
the whole time because when he says you and points at me, I'm like, oh! I thought he was gonna like punch me or something.
Now that we got this, you do this. Huh. And he points at you. Make another wisdom save, Malcolm.
I'll use the skull dice. Yeah, that works. 7.
The glove comes off of his hand and it shoots at you in a fist bump motion.
Ah!
I immediately, I like dive in front of him, like no.
So it stops as you go in front of him, and then after you fall, and then it goes and it just fist bumps him.
I'm like,
On the ground.
You fell, and then it
Ow.
stopped,
it went by
and
you.
then it went by you.
Sorry, I didn't know what was
That
gonna happen.
one's good.
got
I like
scared.
that one.
I don't need that. No, thank you.
That's what that one does.
I don't want it.
I think
You
I
guys-
think I'm okay. I think I got my wings. I'm ready to go. I'm like nervous now. after he shot a glove at me.
Oh, you don't be such a baby.
Goodbye,
Hey,
goodbye, Melton bombed.
Whammo bump.
we can.
Wample
Wigan
Wample
Welt.
Doom.
Eh. I hope that man's doing okay with the Jello shovel.
The Jello shovel. I don't even want to know what it. I don't want to know what that does. I don't want to know.
So
What's
are you
happening
guys
over on the other
leaving?
side of town?
Yeah, we'll leave.
Yeah.
We'll leave. You can go
Okay.
give them
So
some
as you
time.
leave, we're gonna cut over to Saal, Duke, and Ironhide. You're heading towards the weapons section, I assume.
I hope so.
I hope
Yep.
so.
Yeah, we're in that way.
For the most part, it's going to be your basic weapon guide that's in the player's handbook, and each continent has a different look of those weapons. They're not all they're not just like a great sword in one place. It might be like a Scottish Zweihander or something like that. They're different, and they're all stylized in the continent style. You do see some things. You're not going to really find anything out of the ordinary, but you will find what kind of a hammer. Do you want just a plain old looking hammer? Do you want one from a different continent?
Yeah, looking for something with a little, stylization to it.
So most of them are pretty smooth. You'll come to the Pagrathor area. That's Pagrethor. And their weapons are more menacing looking, they look like they're actually made for war rather than made for decoration or everyday use. They look like they're made for actual war.
Alrighty. That works. It's gonna approach, I guess, one of those stalls and inquire about their hammers.
What kind you looking for?
Something two-handed.
Yo, you want a big one, huh?
Something that'll do some damage.
I have to pull up my player's handbook. I gotta find my fucking player's handbook because it's still at Kevin's.
Who's Kevin?
This is just going through his book.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah.
Candles?
No, this one's mine.
Oh, okay.
I can hold the page up for you if you want to watch it. Just quick.
Yeah. That would be.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Can you see it?
No. Nope, that made
Just
it
read
worse.
Just
What are you looking for? The hammer?
Yeah.
The Warhammer
A
is
great hammer?
Warhammer is
Hammer.
the Great Hammer. They don't make that.
Yeah.
Warhammer is 15 gold pieces, 1d8 bludgeoning. It's versatile. You can do a 1d10 two hand.
I don't. Is that it?
That's the big fucking hammer, yeah.
That's the big one. Yeah,
Okay.
Unless you want to make a big D12 hammer.
yeah. Instead of
Reach.
like you just turn the great axe
What does
into
it
a.
look like? What do you?
So it's made of a black metal, and it's more. So the front end is very flat, and it tapers back into a spike, rather than just being double-sided, flat. It looks less like a sledgehammer and more like an actual war hammer.
Okay. I was gonna ask how much for one?
Be 25 gold.
that seems high.
Look at
I
the
have an
craftsmanship
idea.
on this. This isn't
I
like
have
your
an
run of the mill, just get a big old iron block and put a hammer in it. Look at the bevels, the welding. Look at how this thing is put together.
It's so,
Much
so,
better
so
condition.
But-
what if
excuse
we
me,
market
sir.
it for you?
They market themselves.
But we can help with that.
We don't need to do that.
How do I know
We're
it doesn't
literally
just look
the war
pretty?
continent.
The war
Excuse me, sir, do
continent.
you have any
Nice.
peanuts?
No.
Mm. I take out a cake. Would you like a cake, sir?
No.
How about this one? He can show you some magic tricks.
I can show you some magic.
Oh, he was talking about
Is it
that.
you fucking disappearing? Because that'd be the only thing that's good.
Well,
Tell you what,
people in the city are quite rude.
18 gold,
I'm
and
not
I can make
from
them
this-
disappear.
You get him out of here and I don't have to deal with them. 15.
Done.
I slip away.
So
I
Merrily toss my hammer over my back.
it's basically a great axe. It's just 1d12, but it's heavy, so you need 2 hands to wield it.
Perfect.
I hand the man the gold and I say, I'm sorry if we were any inconvenience.
Nope, I just don't have time for stupid.
Excuse me, sir, though. This is a spicy cake. I didn't really ask too many questions, but where could I find a spicy weapon?
I'm a spicy weapon.
Well, I assume the people who make spicier foods would also make some type of weaponry or...
No, the weapons are all flary and fancy looking, and they break really easy.
I'm just looking for a quarterstaff, so... Those are just wood.
Why don't you just buy a hammer and take the top off?
Well, I already have a quarterstaff. I'm looking for something fancier, like a dress quarterstaff, you know?
And he sits there thinking for a second.
Ooh, do you know any elves?
Give me a second. I'm trying to think if I have any contacts from that nation. You'll want to find Garduth from do you have your map? They give you a map.
There you go, sir.
Of course they wouldn't put the damn names on here.
No.
He's from the Janjit continent, and I think it's I can't read there. They're over here, and he writes down the Janjit stall section.
Oh, that one over there? And I point in that direction.
It's not that one. That's still part of our section. It's way.
Well, I mean in that area.
that direction.
Yeah. I'm a guide in the place where I come from, so maps are kind of my thing. Still don't want a pineapple cake, though, right? All right. You want a grape? As I look down at the feedback.
I'm gonna start asking for more gold if you guys don't leave.
Fair enough.
Appreciate the hammer.
Put it to good use.
That much I can promise.
Where are we going now?
Here we go. Believe we were zooming back to Malcom and Clementine.
So, do you want to just head back and see if we can find them in the store at the stalls, and then we can figure out where to go from there? Because I don't want to miss the dueling. I know that's coming up soon.
Also, beer.
I'm more of like a wine guy.
I respect that. I'm just thinking maybe they'll have different stuff that we don't have at home, and we can just have fun trying it all.
Sure. You guys go ahead, and I'll have a couple, I guess.
You can also just be, if you want, you can just be like the chaperone who makes sure nobody.
No,
like,
I don't
want
to chaperone the. I mean,
it's not fun.
It's real hard to. I mean, have you seen the size of Duke and Ironhide? Like, Imagine if they wanted, like, there's no way I'd be able to, like,
That's
get
true.
between that. Like, stop it. No, you guys, yeah, I would just probably go hide in the corner instead.
That's a great point. All right. Do you want to just stay on my shoulders or no?
Well, I mean,
You're really tall up
you
here.
you can walk faster. We'll move quicker if I'm on your shoulders.
Cover more ground. All right. And I pick him up and put him on my shoulders again.
The only issue is now we're really gonna have everybody staring at us.
Oh,
So
come on. Who even cares about that?
as you guys are
I'm
conversing,
used
Malcolm,
to it.
you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Whoa. Is it like, are they lower than me or average, like at me? Because I'm on
How
her.
tall are you, Beth? How tall is
Um,
Clementine?
Clementine is 5'10".
Okay, so you'd be about like 6'10", almost 7 feet on top of her shoulders. So it'd be below. So
I look
it was
down.
definitely like a reach up and a tap. And you see a person, she's a beautiful blonde-haired woman wearing the insignia of the royalty of Garaxia.
Oh wow!
Oh, geez.
That's the what? The orange and the black
It's
with the lion on it.
yes, the
Okay.
silver lion.
Okay, yeah.
What continent are you from? Those are very regal looking clothes for this area.
I'm not from this. I'm not from any of these continents, and I just kind of try to brush it off as much as I can. I do
Oh,
like
well,
a
My
deception
apologies,
check.
I didn't mean to offend. I've just never seen clothes as
Ah.
well made in our area as yours.
Well, these old things. No, these are peasant clothes where I'm from. These are nothing.
What? Those are beautiful.
I think you might. No, these. Okay, yeah, they are really nice for me. Like I'm not like any
How
royalty
rude
or
of me.
anything.
And she steps back and she curtsies and she says, "I'm Queen Barenthal."
I immediately do that, what she just did. I'm like, oh, yep, yeah. And it's really awkward, though, because I'm not good at it.
Can I be?
check.
Can I do? Oh God, I'm gonna fall off.
Dexterity check me?
No, him, because he's on your
Him,
shoulders.
obviously. Yeah.
I got a 13.
Okay, so you managed
Not bad.
to stay.
I like grab her like around the head, like the forehead. Just
Casually
like
choke her, it's fine.
okay, oh boy.
Just, no, you don't have to. That's okay. And I'm I'm here to enjoy the festivities while we
wow.
wait for.
I say out loud, Jesus Christ, and I look around.
Oh, you mean the carpenter over at Griswold?
Yeah, apparently he's very famous.
He's kind of famous.
Everybody exclamates his name.
He makes
It's
very good craftsmanship on
Cha-
anything he does.
almost like
Like good chairs.
almost like a god would do.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were the queen. I've never been so
You don't have
embarrassed
to
in my entire
apologize.
life. It's like so. Yeah, I'm not from around any of the continent. I'm from from a different realm.
Oh. But do you just choose to stay here?
I got stuck.
Oh, you must have a magic in you that prevents you.
Maybe I'm magical here. I wasn't magical there. I was just the guy that cleaned up the bathrooms after the wizards were done inside. It was, and then I'd bring them. I'd have to
Upsetting.
I have to take out the trash for them, and
You were a servant.
they called me an intern.
Now,
In
you have a really cool light trick.
I do have a light trick.
Could you show me?
Do you have anything on your head?
She has her crown.
No. Clementine.
Oh.
Does Clementine have anything like on her head? Does she have like a scarf or something like that I could just like touch
She
and
has
turn?
her. She has her hair up in like a really messy bun with like a what's
Like
it
a
called?
a scrunchie,
No, like a librarian,
like a scrunchie.
like a scrunchie. Yeah.
I touch their like hair tie and I turn it light.
Oh, so you just need more training, and you could potentially become a wizard. Or a
Yeah, I have
sorcerer
this. I have this
magic.
book that I read all the time, and it just has the light cantrip in it. It's getting better.
That's
Well,
why you're
just
so
keep-
good at it.
Just keep at it.
I know this
Eventually
one
you'll
too, and you see
better.
like my briefcase is like floating next to me again.
Well, me and my
that.
sisters here are just walking around enjoying the festivities, and she
Dude.
gestures over. and you
I
see-
like I've been so like
So she's half elven, so her ears aren't very long, but her sisters are both pure elf. They have very long ears. Their clothes resemble more like woodland style, and they both have big butterfly wings sticking off their backs. One is green with like pinkish overtones and undertones, and one is blue with like lighter blues and like white undertones and overtones. This is my sister, Pale Moon. She points to the one that's blue and white, and Windflow, who is the pinks and everything. And they bow. We're just enjoying the festivities. There's nothing else really to do in the castle. Boring sometimes. So,
Do you
What do you-
like to read?
depends. Is it a boring book, or is it one of those recently popular series? Because those
Yes.
are great.
Yes. My aunt is selling those back that way.
Oh, and she pulls out the newest copy of what your aunt was selling.
Yes. That's the one.
Yeah, I'll read this later.
Yeah, I don't recommend. Yep, great.
But it's more of a, I don't read it for that kind of thing. I read it for, they're kind of
Yep,
funny.
sure.
Have you read them?
Yes.
They're a bit over the top.
Yes. Yeah, I don't sell anything I wouldn't read.
do I look around like past now that I'm like not just focused on the queen, like straight, like dead-eyed on her after she introduced her sisters? I look around like the rest of them to see like how many guards, like how like intense the security is around like
There's
the
no
queen. I'm like so now I'm like nervous, like
There's no one around. It's literally just her and her two sisters.
so aren't you like scared like walking around and with all these
Oh,
people
no.
around? Why?
What do I have to be scared of?
You-
If you treat everybody nice, no one has any reason to do anything. If you notice, we're all like, look at the festival. Every continent's here. No one's arguing. I haven't seen any fighting.
I've heard the word fuck a lot since we've been here.
Well, that's
I'm-
just a common word.
Okay. Well, good to know. You're right. It is common. In common.
I mean, fuck.
Whoa!
I'm so-
The queen just said fuck!
Everyone around you is just like looking at you like, what the hell's wrong with you guys? Like you've never seen the
You don't
queen
got no
before.
queens where we live? I'm pretty sure I've never seen the queen before.
Maybe in a like a portrait on like I don't know, on the walls like somewhere. I don't know. Definitely seen the
Like this
logo
one in
before.
Yes, we've all seen the logo that exists. I don't know. This is cool. This is the highlight of my day. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I got these cool rings and now I don't even care about them.
Well, later we're gonna see our friend perform during the music hour, and then
What?
we're gonna stick around for the magic show to see what the Pagathor Empire has for magicians. We haven't seen anything magic-wise from them in a long time.
Who's your friend that's singing?
Oh, her name's Talionix.
Oh,
What
what an
does she-
interesting name.
What is she doing for songs? Do you know?
No, it's different every time she comes. She comes from a different plane.
Do you know what plane she comes from? Very intrigued.
She tells me, but I forget. It's very popular.
Does it sound like Hey Yoon?
Somewhat. I think it starts with an F.
Faerun?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
What's wrong?
Insight check on Malcolm, please.
No,
Please.
So
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But are you okay?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What did you roll?
I rolled a natural 20, which
Perfect.
is 22.
So you remember that he has a map on the back of his stall that says Faerun on it, and you always just brush it off because you're like, that's nowhere here. That's made up.
Yeah.
So now you're putting 2 and 2 together.
Math. All right. Cool. Thanks.
Just big smile. I'm okay. Yes. Uh-huh.
Would you care to
Great,
join us
great.
later?
Yes.
110%. If there was an
Okay.
extra 100%, I'd put it on there, but I don't think I'd give more than 110.
We have some friends we're here with. Are they welcome too?
Of course.
One of them's a little abrasive, but you learn to love him.
And one is a minotaur.
And you learn to love
And
him.
The other one is a really, really strong Goliath dude who's really good at driving carts.
It's pretty blue eyes.
You know what? I didn't notice that, but now I'm gonna have to look next time we see him.
Well, just meet us at the front, and we'll
The-
take you to the
my-
royalty.
My
box,
name's
so that way
Malcolm.
you can get a better.
This is Clementine.
Like the fruit.
It's our pleasure to meet you. It
Just as
was
sweet.
your.
No.
I'm
Oh,
so
good.
confused. This is the weirdest thing that has ever happened to me. Well, wonderful to meet you all, the queen and sisters.
I'm going to bow with him on my shoulder still.
I fall off. I'm not. There's no. I can't hold on at this point.
Are you okay?
No, just.
Wait, can I
I'll
try
get
to
up.
catch him at least?
I'll get up in a second.
You're looking down. You don't notice.
I just like
you
roll
bow.
off.
As you bow, look down. You just see his face looking back up at
Oh,
you.
I'm just like on
I'm
my
so-
back,
I-
like.
I'm sorry. I've lost all sense of I don't know what I'm like starstruck.
Yeah,
Whoa.
same.
It's not as glorious as it seems, but we'll see you later. And they take off.
Okay. Okay, bye. She bought my mom. She bought my aunt's porn book.
She liked my
cool.
clothing. It was weird. I don't. She liked it.
Hey, got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Faerun, huh?
Yep. What about that
Alright.
place?
You seemed pretty excited to hear that someone is from there.
That's where I'm from.
Well, why did you never tell me that before?
Because every time I say that I'm from there, people are like, that's made up.
Oh, no. If you say you're from there, I believe you. You're my friend.
That's why I don't tell anyone.
Well, fuck 'em. Sorry, it's everyone's been saying
Yeah,
it. I want
yeah.
fuck too.
F those people.
Yeah. Okay, let's go find the other dudes.
Okay.
So Duke, Ironhide, and Saal.
All right. So we're looking for like ornamental weapons at this point, right?
You're heading over to the Janji section.
I mean, I'm just kind of walking around. I mean, I'm just looking for something pretty to look at.
Everything from this continent is like masterfully, like beautifully crafted rather
Hey.
than
Do either of you two know how to dance?
what?
Never been my strong suit.
I mean, I'm sure I could pull it off.
Well, you know, I was thinking about it, and there was that weird lady with the weird looking spider legs earlier, and they said there was a tango thing, and I'm not too bad on my feet, so I mean, it'd be something we could try.
You and me? You want to do this?
I mean, if you're game to it, I don't see why not.
I'm sure we could
Why
put on a
wouldn't we?
show. Is there a prize?
I don't know.
Uh,
It seems like fun. That's kind of
let's
why
find
I was
out.
looking at doing it.
we'll table that. We'll come back to that.
I'll be there for moral support.
Fair enough. I got a little drum you could play if you want to help.
I can do that.
All right. See, it's really easy to play a drum, you know, you just kind of tap your finger on it. It's really easy. Just find a beat and you just get it in your head and you just boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom. See? Really easy.
Give
What
it a
were we
shot.
doing? Yeah, and I just hand him the drum.
Are
When's
there,
this dance contest happening?
Are there any decorative
dance
daggers in the
contest?
area? It was a tango.
Yeah, remember? Yeah, there was a tango
It was a
thing.
tango
remember?
contest.
There was the spider lady and there was a dance thing. I vividly remember this and I had it fucking written down in my brain space.
I didn't
It's
say anything
goddamn
about
right it's your
dance.
fault.
That
She
Bagrathor
just winked.
Smith.
That didn't mean there was a dance.
No, I don't care. I got it in my Ironhide's got it in his head that there's a dance contest now,
That's
so
fair
you know
enough.
I'm just gonna wing it from there. And now at this point we're just kind of wandering around again.
That Bagrathor Smithy said we needed to find Gardu for a nice elvish staff for you.
Well, I was just looking for something with a cloud or like a pretty scenescape on it, so you know when I get lost in my own brain space, so I could just kind of stare at that instead of just looking around.
Okay.
That's what I was kind of doing. I mean, I got really nothing to do here. We brought the cart to where it was going, and that's kind of it. That was my day right there, right? So, what do we got to do?
I mean, you got your crate. Doesn't get much.
Oh
better
yeah,
than
that's
that.
right. I got and then I take out a pineapple. I look around for
Grapes.
yeah. Excuse me, would anyone like a pineapple spicy cake?
When in your grapes or in the crate?
No, in the crates, this one's I feel now at this point it's just for me. And I stick my face in it, and then I come back up just covered in cake bits and grape. And then look around for an
You
elf
feel
selling
a
a
little
quarterstaff.
tug on your pant leg,
Oh.
and there's just a
Oh, hey
little
there.
kid that's like,
Oh, I hand him two.
and he gets wide-eyed. And he's like,
Yeah.
and he
Go
just
tell your
runs
friends
off.
they can look for the Minotaur with the crate on his horns.
Oh God, they won't leave us alone after that.
Careful what
That's
you
the
wish
point.
for.
I like people.
But kids,
I'm not a fan.
People. I
He
like
didn't-
attention.
He didn't hear you. He took off immediately.
No. Well, a bunch of people around me probably heard look for the Minotaur with the crate on his horns. So.
Hopefully they didn't care. Oh.
As strange as that is to you guys, like seeing him with like the crate on there and the feed bag, that's not the strangest thing in the immediate vicinity. Not by a long shot.
What is
There's-
the strangest thing?
Uh-oh.
There's like halfling oil wrestling happening. Just like right on the side of a stall. There's literally everything happening. It's people getting together, just having fun and enjoying each other at the time of the harvest.
Got an idea for Malcolm later.
You said there are people watching stuff?
Yeah, there's all kinds of things happening, like people entertaining of various, like, there's one guy like doing actual card tricks.
Excuse me. Hold on.
Oh, that's
I-
funny.
You can't argue with the DM.
Immediately, I'm going to one of these venues and looking for a dude selling popcorn or fucking peanuts or
You
more.
will not
No,
find any food.
no one's selling
There's
walking
no
food.
food over here.
All
Any
right,
like
well,
arm wrestling going on?
You can find some arm wrestling.
Are there any trains near?
All kinds of trains.
Okay. All right.
that one's in the sky.
Clementine, I want to stop at the train store.
You do see people arm wrestling.
Yeah. Can we saunter on over that way?
Sure. I'm easily distracted, and I just follow Duke.
So there's
As
like
you-
an. Sorry, go ahead.
As you get over towards them, like the smaller one slams the bigger one's arm down. He's like, "Yeah, I've been training real good. You ain't shit, Tony. I'm gonna go win the prize money."
Hey, Sal.
What's up?
Who else?
You look at that. Seems to be a person who's easily manipulated.
You talking about me?
Oh no, I was talking about your friend over there. Would you like a cake?
No.
Fine. How about a
I
grape?
appreciate the offer, but I gotta be in the headspace for the arm wrestling tournament over in the game square.
That's all right.
Oh,
I
there's
mean,
an
you
arm
have no
wrestling
chance at winning.
What are the odds on that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I
You see this guy over here, and I nudge Sal.
That guy?
Why do you know?
Yeah.
That guy? That big cream puff?
Yeah, he's. I don't know.
What
I
you
forgot what I
got?
was
And he
talking
puts
about.
his arm down. And he's like, "Let's go. You ain't beating me. I got this."
All right.
but magic?
So Sal sits down.
I said
He
that
puts his
cream
hand
puff,
there.
not that one.
Oh,
You're
that
just a
cream puff. The other cream puff.
Me?
Oh.
No. He
Me.
Oh.
points at Duke. He's like, "That guy."
Oh. Oh.
Say we make it interesting.
Okay, I'm listening.
You wanna bet some gold on it?
All right. What's your number?
We start with 5.
Okay.
That's rookie numbers.
I got 20 on Duke.
God.
You
Right.
see him. He goes, "Okay."
I put another 25.
Jesus Christ.
This is gonna be the easiest 50 gold I made.
That's 45.
Plus my
That's
5.
50.
Oh, yeah,
It's
I didn't
50.
realize that. I'm not good at math.
You're not too bright, huh?
No. Wait, no, I can be, and then I touch the crate.
You're funny. I like you.
I try.
All right, let's do this.
Alright. What do I have to
You want to look? You want to observe everything? Look, basic stools. He lifts both stools up. There's nothing. He flips the table over. There's nothing on the table or anything. Sets it down. He's like, "It's fair. Let's do this."
Alright. So I'll
As
sit down.
can I
Can we-
put my hand on their hands to make sure it's fair?
Yep.
Perfect.
Can I just
Tony,
assume
come over here and do the other side, just so we got one person from each side. So that's fair.
alright. I was just
So roll
hoping
me,
Sal was gonna get up to some shady shit.
roll me an athletics check.
Right? I got a nat 20 plus 5.
I got a
Never
nat
mind.
1 plus 6. So
I told you.
he's like,
Told you.
I was gonna see if I
"Oh,
could help you
damn,
out.
that's brutal. Okay. So
I've been rolling this dice all night and haven't rolled above like 12.
Do you want to double or nothing? One more?
Do it.
No.
Should.
No. I think I'm
You got any
All
comfortable
right.
walking away.
So he hands you your gold. So write down the amount that you wagered.
Yeah, so we bet 50, right?
So you get
I
5,
get 5.
Patch gets 20, and Sal gets 25.
Beautiful.
I am at 76 gold. I'm almost at what I had before I go. I'm almost at what I started spending stuff.
Tony, that guy's gonna be hard to beat. Let's get back to training. And you see them just start going back to like struggling with each other, and then the little guy eventually wins again.
Back
And
to
this just keeps
NPCs.
happening.
We should get you into that tournament.
There's a tournament. Oh,
Yeah, it's right after the dance competition.
Oh, I heard they canceled that. Not enough entrants.
Jesus Christ.
we could check out the tournament if you want. Might be some easy money.
I think so.
I mean, I'm not one for fighting, but I could certainly prove a point while I'm there.
Be there for moral support.
All right. So
I'm hungry again.
where have Clementine and Malcolm been wandering towards?
We were trying to go back like where we would think they would be. So we were like looking around and also like
So
heading
at
back.
this point, I would like you guys to make perception checks. Pat.
Can they do it with advantage with the cake bits that have been slowly left behind me as I've been walking?
I would say no
you
to
also
that.
have a glowing
There's-
crate on his head.
The bits, no.
I-
I would say
I got an 18. Nope, a 22. Sorry.
Between him with the crate on his head
23.
and me, we're both about 8 feet tall as well. So
so. You see
Yeah,
the
I
glowing
got
crate on top of his head.
Oh, there they are.
Okay. Make our way that way.
Guys, you wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I'm gonna tell you. We met the queen and her sisters.
Nice. Do you know if they do any
No.
dancing?
Wait. and they invited us to watch the music and the magic show in their special royal box of that sounds wrong in the special
No,
Wait, no, that's not what I wanna
that's
say.
the right word.
That's correct.
Yeah, the special royal box. Yeah.
So, yeah,
I just
and-
mutter under my breath, Jesus Christ.
I hear he does really good work. We should check it.
the queen said that
chairs,
he's like
yeah.
his work is almost godly.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, you were talking and I just was really excited. I wanted to say
Yeah, I was,
You know how to dance?
I could probably fake it.
I've been known to cut a rug.
No, I asked you if you knew how to dance.
That's good footwork. That's what I meant.
Oh, yes. I euphemisms. Gotcha.
Yeah. Sure.
I kind of want to ask this royalty if they know how to dance first. But Malcolm, you're my number 2. No offense. No
You
offense.
know they know how to dance.
Exactly.
They're royalty.
Now, if
They-
they'll say yes to a
they-
minotaur is another question entirely.
They said that
I mean,
that I
think
look
she's
like
married.
yeah, she said she think so. King and queen, yeah.
Queen? Well, I assume so.
Queens and
What about
kings.
the sisters maybe?
They
Not
she has sisters.
Two. And
Perfect.
they
Yeah.
had like
pointy
really
ears,
interesting names.
moon,
and yeah, they
and
were
wind
had
flow.
extra pointy ears. No, it was pale moon. And
I say elves in Elven.
and I say back in Elven, yes, elves.
Oh. I didn't know you spoke Elven.
I speak things.
I say the same word you guys said as close as I can.
Close.
What the hell are you guys saying?
I don't know. I just tried to say the same thing they said. It was kind of weird.
I feel like Sal at that point had the look on his face and all like the math symbols flying around when he was talking to Golden. He's like, what?
Hold on. What does that word mean?
Oh. You know how you have pointy ears and horns?
Yeah.
They just have pointy ears.
They don't have horns.
I
What?
say elves in Infernal under my breath, like really kind of pissed off.
Whoa,
Can I make an insight check to this?
that was terrifying.
Excuse.
It's just grinding metal sounds.
God bless you.
Like,
I pat him on the back, kind of hard.
You have the hiccups or
Are you
something?
okay? Yeah.
It's,
what did you eat?
So are we gonna go to the dueling
Nothing, don't worry
grounds? Are we gonna duel or? Not
Well,
us,
I
but-
see that Duke wants to sign up for that tournament because there's not a lot of entrants, and I don't
What
Where's-
see
tournament?
there's
Yeah.
a tournament.
What
Oh,
tournament?
Yeah,
There's a bunch of
tournament.
tournaments today.
The one that's not for
Yeah, the
fancy
fighting-
gamers.
There's a fighting one.
Right, that one.
Guys, the little guy that's been arm wrestling the whole time is like, it's in the game square. I said it.
What? Who's this guy?
Who's this guy?
That's Bill.
hey, don't talk to Malcolm like that.
Hi, Malcolm. How you doing? Let's
Hi,
go.
Do it.
I put my hand down.
Or you could use your
There we go.
you could
Your
use your
name-
mage hand.
Yeah, I can push up to 5 pounds.
15.
17.
Hey, there
So
we go.
You guys
Wait.
struggle a little, and then he's like, that
Can-
was a good one. That guy, though, that's the beast. No one's
hand
going
him
to
a
beat
cake.
him.
And I set it down in front of him.
Can we double or nothing? Are you
Double or
willing to do
nothing,
that?
nothing.
Yeah.
Double to nothing
I'll
on
put
nothing
down
is
my arm
nothing.
Let's put bets on it.
Have you? You're not.
You-
Do you have the math
you know
symbols
how
going
betting
around your head
works.
again?
I bet 20 gold he can beat you this.
Okay.
All right.
let him win.
So wait, hold on. Before we go, you let him win.
I let him win.
Oh my god! All right, let him win. You guys are both fucking.
Do you try to look like you don't throw it, or do you just throw it?
Oh, I throw it.
That's not acceptable. No, we don't do that here. We play fair.
I don't put money on my things. If
Well,
he
then
wants to double
I'll
or nothing, he
literally
has to give
just
me
did.
food.
Malcolm, let's go.
There you go.
Oh,
Come
okay.
on.
You got this.
You should do
You got
it.
this.
Just do
All
it.
right, I'll do it.
Have you
And
ever-
I put. No, I've never done. Hey, look how big his arm is.
He's the same size as you.
Yeah, but he does this for a look at my arm. It's like a little noodle.
Let's go. Less talking, more flexing.
I
Before
put my
you roll-
I put my
Okay,
hand
go
up
ahead.
and then I flick my other hand under the table, and my mage hand comes up behind my hand. It's visible. He can see it, but it's there. I'm like, this is how I'm gonna do it because it's the only way I'm strong.
All right.
I'm
That's
gonna
fine. That's how you
Lean
that's
into
how you
his
do it.
ear and just say, imagine this guy is in front of your only way home.
So
I don't know what that means.
it wasn't that funny. You
okay.
You can have advantage on your roll because you're using your mage hand.
Can I give him an additional advantage? I use thaumaturgy.
There's no additional advantage, but
Damn
you
it.
can still do it if you want to.
I was gonna say, can I intimidate the guy?
Can we
Just,
do
like, stand
everything we
behind
can
him?
to
My-
make him win?
My I got a 9 and a 2. -1, so 8.
So you sit there for a good 2 minutes struggling back and forth, and
Wow.
at one point he's like, and you slam his hand down.
Did he roll 1 again?
Yep.
Yay!
We should just keep arm
Did
wrestling this
it.
guy all day.
Hey, you good? You good? You good people? I don't want to enter the tournament no more. Both you beat me and he beat me and
I put
he
my-
beat me.
I put my hand out and give him a handshake if he will
He shakes
oblige.
your hand like he's
And I say, good job, good game.
and he like looks over and he slaps his friend Billy's chest. We gotta go home and train harder. we are
Next year.
no good here.
Can I be like, good job, buddy, and just pat Malk on the back and like knock him over?
A little too hard. A little too hard.
He hands
Yeah,
you the 20 gold on the bet. But then he's like, but then you owe me 20 for the other one.
Who?
It's a-
To
The
Saal.
one that I threw,
Oh.
I give him a 20.
No, not from you. He made
No.
the bet. You don't have to pay me anything.
I stand in front of Sal and I say, "You're gonna take my gold because that wasn't his bet to make."
That's fair enough.
Wait, what's happening with my goal?
You don't owe him any money.
Oh, okay.
See, exactly. You're perfectly fine with that.
But you should make sure that your friends don't bet on your deeds
Exactly.
unless they get your permission.
I'm so confused with what's happening.
Me too.
Oh, I have no problem with me taking personal bets on other people's things, but when people bet on my things in my presence, I feel as though people might know my penchant of things, and I like to keep them on their toes.
I take out a
oh,
small notebook and write, "Don't make bets with minotaurs?" ?
Did
All
you
right,
write?
Billy, we
Did you
gotta
write?
go.
Did you write down what he just said? Like we have to like go read that back to understand. Like we might have to like put some sort of list together of like words that he uses in spots that aren't supposed to be there, and then like start like
Yeah, perhaps.
some sort of key for the, and then
Yeah.
Do we have to decode this?
I think so. I have no idea what
We
he's
might.
talking
This isn't
about.
Thieves' Cant, is it?
It might be. I don't read that.
So it's in the games square. The,
That I look at the map.
the game emporium.
I think that was the
Is it
other
actually
way,
a
near the
square?
food.
Nope.
No,
I hand him
Yeah,
a
it's-
quill and my map.
it's
And
on
you
the
just-
map. It says Game
like-
Square right there.
It's after this section that you're in. It's the next section.
Right there. I can see the
Put that
door.
word.
It's like a, it says Game Square on the big sign.
Isn't that across the river though?
No.
No, it's right there.
Okay.
I've thought we were in the wrong spot this whole time then.
You had a rough start to your day. It's fine.
Yeah, I need a drink. All right.
Me too.
Here,
Let's
we can
do
find
that.
one at the game square.
Oh,
Probably.
No, you are correct because the residential district is beyond.
Okay,
Right.
yeah, you gotta. So that's what
Yeah.
that's why I asked that
Yeah.
the first.
You're correct.
So we would
I
have
had
to
look at the map
backtrack.
that I drew.
Yeah, so you have to go back through the food. Oh, that's too bad, guys. Oh no, I heard there was a good pancake place with bacon in it.
So at about this point in the day, the duel displays have finished. The fighting tournament is happening now. So the music and the magic act are next, but there's still time to go.
You said there was a
It's-
break between.
is there still time to enter the tournament?
Why?
no the
Not
Not the
tournament,
fighting.
Anything?
not the fighting tournament. The fighting tournament has been like it's a year-long thing, and this is like the finals.
Playoffs.
Next year.
Mhm.
Playoffs.
Playoffs.
Uh, I would like a beer, please.
Okay, go to the food district.
To the food district. I just march off.
That's what. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a beer too. I go with you.
Can I just scoop up Malcolm and sit him on my shoulder as we go? He doesn't-
Yes. 100%.
Okay.
He probably won't drop you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like hold on to like the collar of whatever your shirt is or lack
Yeah.
thereof shirt.
Who knows?
The
You
trapezoid
hold on-
is what we call
You
it.
Yeah.
right
hold
here.
on to the hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he calls
Got a
it.
shirt? Nope, that's a muscle.
His hammer.
So
Let's
you make your
go.
way to the food area. It's the same as it was before. There's just you're now noticing like the different alcoholic beverage stands and non-alcoholic. Like there's all kinds of fruit juices, drinks. You taste like there's fizzy drinks. There's
Duke,
weird.
Duke, just veer over there, up to the right there. Yeah, that's the guy with the pancakes, right? I'm like whispering in his ear.
I believe that's your man.
All right, and then and I'm gonna grab a couple of those, and then we can go get some drinks with them. I just gotta have a couple snacks and some drinks.
Sounds like a plan, my friend.
So
We'll head over there.
So you can-
how much for like 8 of those things?
Oh dear, he had me 1 gold.
Oh, here you go. I give them 1 gold.
And she gives you 8.
I start packing them into my little pack.
And you're
And then
confused as to why it's an old lady and not a person, like a younger man this time.
Well, I didn't get it last time, so I don't know. I just know it was from
Duke
that
is
area.
confused
Oh, okay.
Because it was a man originally being confused as to why everybody was a bunch of idiots.
Hey now.
I keep 1 in my hand, and so there's 7 in my pack.
Okay.
I feel like you need to eat those hot. You know what? Whatever. It's fine. I just don't think
You
it'd be
eat
good
those
cold.
however you'd like.
He's a grown ass man.
He's a grown ass tiny man.
I am.
Grown ass 3 foot tall man. It's fine.
I am 110 years old.
So this beer.
So do you go up to like one of the drink stalls?
I go to something that doesn't look familiar because I want to try something new.
Got your cup?
No?
Oh, you need a cup?
Do you have a cup I can purchase? Sir?
Yeah.
Sir?
5 gold.
5 gold for a cup.
Is that a rip? That feels like a rip off. Can I?
You can refill it at any station. here.
I'm so excited.
Is it free refills?
You have a variety of cups. Like, is there just this cup, or do you have different types of cups that I could possibly choose from?
It's just the 1 cup.
So you don't have like different colors.
Nope. Makes it easy to make.
But is it free
Oh,
refills?
It's cheap refills.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sold on the cup. I give 5 gold for the cup. Wait, there's more than one of us. Can we get a discount since there's more than one of us?
Group
How many do
discount.
you
Good
need?
idea.
How many do we need? I know 2 at least. 3.
Who's drinking?
I take out a pot and I ask him if he has any water.
Oh, 4? Okay,
I'm a
we need
she.
4, please.
Oh,
I just need a smaller one.
Lady.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you the 4 cups for 15 gold.
I feel like that's fair because it's like buy 3 get 1 free.
Yeah.
Wait, that's weird. Shouldn't it be
4
No.
soda piece.
Deal. I
Just
pull
under
out
4 piece.
4 gold and 8 copper.
I have no copper, so I.
Well, this was awkward.
Yeah, you should have said like 12.
Oh, or,
That was 3.75 gold each.
I don't have any silver. Here's. I start trying to chew a piece of gold.
No, don't do that. Oh God.
No, I
mean,
can't
oh
break
Jesus.
it. This guy, man.
I can. She just hands the cups. She's like, "It's fine. Whatever."
I just give her the gold to make it easy.
I would like.
Points over to the water bucket.
I'll give her all 15.
Ew.
I walk over to the water bucket and I take my pot and I just go splash.
That's literally what they're for. They're
Yep.
literally. It's like a water station.
Yep.
So you can go
just kinda-
dunk your cup.
Do you
in
have
water
wine?
if you want. They're everywhere. That's why we sell the cups. You can go wherever you want and get cheap drinks.
Do you have wine?
I don't. I just sell the cups.
Oh,
He just sells the cups, and I go to a stand that is selling alcohol that I don't know what it is. I don't care. I just want it to not be the stuff I normally drink at home.
What do you normally drink at home?
Also beer.
Just beer?
You know, I imagine we have like wheat beer.
So
I
you
guess.
find like a sangria station.
Oh God.
ooh, I'll have some of this.
Say that's not beer. That's wine with juice.
And it's delicious.
You said something that you would not drink from home,
but
so this isn't from
The
home.
sugar gives me a headache.
Oh,
Here, you want some water?
She points across the way, and it's called Two Burly Dudes Beer Emporium.
I run over there. And the first thing I want to see are these dudes actually burly.
It's Bill and Tim from earlier. And you see them carrying.
Oh, Tony, Bill and Tony.
Yeah.
Tony. Yeah.
They're carrying kegs and replacing them. It's like a fountain style keg.
I will. Oh, so I have to do it myself. Oh God. Okay, so you're supposed to like tilt it, right? And so you don't want it to just be foam. Somebody needs to do this for me. I can't do this.
I can't
walk
reach,
over
so
I gotcha. I poured my own fair share of beers.
I gladly let him do that because I imagine he probably has.
they're
You got
mostly
anything,
Thank
IPAs.
you.
Like they're dark and definitely not what you're normally used to.
How much do these cost?
So it was a silver to enter the tent,
Oh, a silver.
but as long as you're in the tent, you can drink.
I don't have any
Whatever.
This is
change.
dangerous.
Will they make change for me?
Yes, they will make change.
Okay. So I go into the tent well, I'm already in there, right?
Mhm.
Pouring that. Okay, so I get also a beer, I guess, out of the same like IPA barrel. And yeah, start drinking that. This is better than that rot gut whiskey that we got back home.
Ew.
Didn't have a problem with that rock gut whiskey this morning.
And Duke,
Hey,
you
I-
know that's like
not worth
the
drinking.
finest whiskey in like a 30-mile range. Like no one has brewed better. Or Sal's just grumpy.
It wasn't worth 3 gold.
No, it's only like worth 2 silver, but you suck. So.
Why do I suck so bad?
Because you're drunk all the time and you didn't pay your tab.
The bartender knows you.
Yay!
I walk in with the sangria in my cup. I pay the silver still, but I don't drink any of the beer.
It's a very big tent. Like it's not like you paid a silver and then you're in like a little 8x8.
yeah,
area.
no, I get it.
It's like a 60-foot by 60-foot tent. It's huge. And it's just the sides are lined with barrels on 2 sides, and then it's like us sitting and drinking. It's a beer tent. Like you can go sit and eat and drink and
Does everybody have their drinks at this point? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
We're
grab
excited.
mine at some point during that bonanza.
Water pail.
Okay, so what else is going on in this?
there's just a lot of tables, and it's people eating and drinking and just having
Okay.
a good time. There's nothing
Okay.
like extravagant.
Nothing of interest.
Nothing
Okay.
of real interest in this tent. No.
Okay.
Other than new beers.
I'm eating my pancake bacon thing while I drink my sangria, and I am in just a wonderful mood. It's been a great day for Malcolm Sandy Fingers.
We met a queen and her sisters. I don't know if that's a thing.
Princesses, or
I don't know.
the queen's family.
Yeah, it looks like I know how that works.
Step queens? No.
Duchesses?
The
Oh, that sounds better.
Baronesses.
I feel like that's good. No, I like duchesses.
Duchesses. Dutch eyes.
Duchesses.
Duchesses.
Dutch eyes. Yeah,
Duchies.
Dutch eyes. The Dutchies.
The Dutch masters.
Oh, the Dutch are scum.
Oh, all right, cool. So we're hanging out, drinking our drinks.
Have some drinks, and then we'll go see the Queen and watch the live music.
You still have time before that, like you.
Yeah. No, we're gonna stay and have some drinks, and then we're gonna go. Yeah.
You have plenty of time before, like the fighting has just started for the tournament, so you still have a lot of time.
We still gotta sign Dook up for arm wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that before or after the
Is
music?
this like an?
That's
Can you just
before.
like carry
Okay.
alcohol around here? Do we care? Right? You probably can.
I'd say it's okay.
I just walked across the street with a sangria.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but nobody probably saw you.
Oh no! Everybody looked at me.
Yeah,
I'm pretty-
No one cares.
I'm pretty used. No, but I'm pretty used to it, so it's not. It was like,
Yeah, you're pretty loud and not in the auditory sense.
yeah.
His Technicolor dream coat.
Yeah, the queen
Yeah.
said I looked like
Nice.
nobility, so that was nice.
That was why she talked to us. She was like, "This guy with his clothes." I mean, she didn't sound like that because but
But it
Yeah.
felt like it, yeah.
How much have you guys been drinking?
Just that
I'm
one
on my
sangria.
second beer.
One beer.
I'd say I've had 3, but I'm also the size of a house, so
So, at
I'm
this
not.
point, a red-skinned tiefling walks over and he's like, "You guys having fun? Enjoying the tent?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is the courtesy sober chip. I need you all to touch this.
What?
What?
Once anybody in a group has 2 or 3, everybody in the group has to touch the chip.
But what?
Just
What
do
does
it.
what does it do?
What?
Can I
It's the
pretend
sober
to
chip.
touch it?
What's the
Can I
sober chip
pretend to
do?
touch it?
It makes me sober?
It makes you sober,
But
Why
I didn't
on
have anything
earth
to
would
do
I
with
want that?
so no one is a jerk
fucking
to
Bluestone
anyone.
is this?
So everybody has fun.
I only
Because
had
if you
I only had the one drink, so like that, like I feel perfectly. I am sober.
Defiantly sip my beer.
I refuse.
I take a sip of my water
You're fine. I've seen you've been drinking water.
all
So
day.
none of you are gonna willingly touch it.
can I just say,
What happens if we
still
don't?
sober anyhow, so why not? And I'll tap it.
Thank
I
you.
mean, I guess I could. I mean, I haven't even finished my drink, but this is my first one. I was like, kind of.
It's, as soon as somebody hits 3 in a group,
I
you gotta do it.
reach out.
I was the one at 3, so
I look. I glare at Duke for a second. Like, come on, man. What the hell? I touch the chip.
Dude, I touch it.
Can I pretend
I
to
don't even
touch
have
the
a buzz
chip?
yet.
And I pretend to touch.
Can I like fake it? Like, oh, I'm so sober now.
He just touches your face with it. You're good.
Fuck.
well, shit.
That was.
Listen, I don't want to do this, but it's the job right now.
It's the job for you.
It's,
Could I go
it's
do
my
that
job.
job?
Oh. Wait.
It's so that we don't have any unruly fight. It keeps the peace.
What is the point?
He keeps the peace.
What is
That's
the
what you do.
point of drinking beer? No. What is the point of
You get
drinking
to
beer?
spend little money and have as many beers as you want.
Oh, great! I feel slightly bloated with no buzz. That's great,
Yeah, you just gonna get fat.
right? That sucks.
Just all the. It's just all the.
With none of the benefits.
Yeah, all the extra stuff that doesn't
Guys,
help.
this is just my job.
I know it's not your fault, but you're the one that's doing it, so we're gonna have to talk to someone about this. It's not like at you; it's at the whole system
It's
directly.
The royalties
I wanna-
decree.
I want to talk to your manager.
Oh no, you
You wanna
don't.
talk to the queen?
No, we're going to. We already
Oh,
did.
nope,
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah.
We
So
did. You know what?
never mind. No, this is a great idea.
Actually, no.
We're gonna
Everybody,
speak to the
everybody.
queen later.
I would like
This
to
is
talk.
wonderful. We'll talk about the sober chip. Don't need to talk about it again. Great job. And what
We've
was your
got
name, sir? What's your
feedback.
name?
I feel like. Yeah.
Your name on the comment card. It goes directly to
Oh,
the
I-
castle after you fill
What's
it
your
out.
What's your name?
My name is Brian.
He points to
Is it a
his.
Y or an I, Brian?
It
Can you
looks like an
read?
eye.
He has a
No.
name tag. There's a name tag. She's a good reader.
You
She has
have
a lot of books.
Book on you.
All right,
I wanted
Brian.
to look in your eyes, Brian.
Brian.
Listen, I like getting drunk too, but I also like not getting in trouble and getting fired.
Well, okay. I take the whatever. There's a comment card, and my comment is under suggestions. Is don't make people touch this weird sober chip unless they're causing problems! Exclamation point. Sign. Brian.
You
As
wrote
go to
Brian.
hand him the card, it just disappears from your hand.
That's
All
going
right,
directly
I feel
to
heard
the.
now.
That's directly to the queen, isn't it?
It goes to the castle.
Straight to the
that-
queen's
I
box.
feel like
Oh, the queen
you
will never
write-
read that.
Did you
Right.
write your name on it? Yeah.
yeah,
you
but
just-
it wasn't a rude comment. It was a valid suggestion.
I'm just wor-
My suggestion was don't make people touch your weird sober chip unless they're causing problems. If they're causing problems, yeah, sober up. You're being a dick.
Well, you're kind of causing a problem for Brian right now.
Well, I think Brian's causing a problem for me.
Well, it's kind of a
Ma'am.
mutual thing, so I'm glad he.
You know what, Brian? I
think
think it's time we leave. I think we should get out of here.
I agree with
So
Sal.
I
I
get
started
another
heading towards the
beer.
door.
I'm-
On the way out, I chug 3 beers.
I'm like following Sal, thinking like, "Wow, that was really big of you, man." And then all of a sudden, I see him stop and just like, "Oh
Does the
boy, this
17 hit me?
Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, fuck yeah, it does.
After you step out of the tent, you feel something peg you in the back of the head. And
Sober
then you look at the
chip?
ground and see the sober chip.
You.
And then he
fucker.
pulls out another one. I've got a whole bag of these. Like,
Can I
come
have one?
on. No, I don't. It
Do
doesn't
they-
work that way.
that they just
Wearing them in a
disappear.
sash,
Like,
like his 35 pieces of flair.
All I want is a buzz.
I'm still walking around with like the half of sangria still.
You took no damage, but you're cured of all
It's
diseases.
so
That's so funny.
damn it.
I find another water pail and refill.
They're everywhere.
This is quite the festival. So to the game
Hungry.
square. Continue.
Oh, we gotta walk through the food for that. I'm about that.
Where?
You're
We're in the food. We're in the food right now.
No, this is not food. This is liquid food.
But right there, that
kind of
tent
food.
has food. I just point at the tent next door that's probably got food.
What is it?
It looks like some sort of fig Newton. That's what it says. It says fig Newtons on the side.
Not only is it a cookie, but it's a cake.
I'm sorry. What now?
Whoa.
Explain this to me, please. I'm not comprehending what you're saying with that.
Speaking common, I don't.
No, I understand, but
Oh.
it's a cookie and a cake. How can it be a cookie
Because it's
and a cake?
Because it has layers.
Magic.
she likes to bake.
I would like a box of these, please.
I only have a box left.
Well,
How much would you sell that box for?
1 gold.
There
pay
you
the
go.
man, Sal.
It's a lady.
No, pay the man, Sal.
What?
It's a
Ooh.
lady.
Who am I paying and
Hey.
why?
Because I pay the 20 gold, and this is a fair exchange in
Sick.
my eyes.
For the arm wrestling.
I don't think I owe anybody any money. I generally have a pretty good idea of who I owe money to.
I just
Like,
just
and
like
it's normally just the barkeep.
slowly push a
Normally.
gold up on the counter. You see the box slowly like slide off the top.
Well,
Thank you.
what a good harvest festival, and you see her start to pack up because she has nothing left. She sold all of her stock.
Oliver Fig Newtons.
Yep. And does anybody eat a fig Newton?
If I'm
I try.
given, yeah.
I obviously try one. I love food. I just eat it.
So you're like, this is really
Halfling.
good, but I feel like after one or two of these, it'd be boring, and I wouldn't want them anymore. Just like
put it
real
with the grapes.
Newtons.
I just like
It just goes.
I eat the two and then I'm like, here you go. I just hand it off to someone else.
I have one. Does anybody want to try one of these? They're not that good.
No, I don't like figs
Sal?
or Newtons.
Take one. Yeah.
See?
No.
Eh.
See? Not that good. Duke?
Tastes vaguely sweet.
Yeah, I'll snag one.
They're kind of boring,
Put it
right?
in my bag.
Yeah. That's,
Oh,
Yeah.
And then I dump the rest into the trough.
Feed drop.
Jesus.
So I've got fig, Newton, pineapple, spicy pineapple cake, grape
Gross.
going on in there.
you're
Well,
probably almost
boring,
out
I
of
guess,
grape by
now.
this point.
You're gonna have
I don't know.
a weird shit later.
Not to
I
mention
probably
the
had a couple
bushel
weird
of
sticks in the
apples.
water.
on
Are
the
they?
way.
Do they just come out like
Right.
big deer poops? instead of the
Yeah,
little ones that
piles.
deers do, they're just big ones.
Oh god.
Oh, jeez.
It'd be like a cow pie, right?
Yeah.
It's like a cow
Minotaur,
pie.
yeah.
Gross.
Oh,
Poor
I'm
fucking
done.
stomachs. Get out of here.
I'm done with the poop talk.
Once again, I knew that's exactly where this stream was heading.
It's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time.
Happens.
Everybody poops.
Poop joke.
To the game area or more food on the way? I don't know. Gotta
I'm
sign
fine.
Duke. Let's go sign Duke up for some arm wrestling.
Let's do it. Let's get him
Good.
signed up.
Let's go, Duke.
So as you get to the game square, you see a goblin standing on top of a like a soapbox. Come on, come all! Come join the fun!
Ooh.
And he's just sitting there like announcing, and like that's his job.
Just like yelling at passersby, like, you gotta try this.
Basically.
Nice. What are you good
at? Too bad it's not good enough.
Pretty fast.
All right, so I'll
fast enough?
Yes.
And what?
Moving.
And moving?
Probably reading
Like
too.
throwing stuff.
That's what being. And he has like a small like breakdown. He's confused.
Excuse me, sir. Where is
It
the?
was gonna be like this. These people are very quick-witted. I don't get what.
Oh,
No, what you?
where's the arm wrestling tent?
All inside. You gotta go through.
That's where we're going.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
I said
That was-
that.
That was easy. I look at everyone. That was an easy one.
You
We
like
just find...
cake.
Well, I didn't say no.
I kind of just motioned the box towards them.
He tries to lift
I
the box.
mage
No,
I
no.
mage
Just-
hand one
just
out
the
of it.
one.
Oh, you need to be more specific.
I catch.
I'd be very impressed. Actually, you know what? If you could lift this whole box off my head,
do it.
I would
Nope.
be very
Don't
impressed.
do it.
And I stand up completely upright and wait.
That's just rude.
So he nimbly jumps off the box and jumps like off your arm, off your horn, and gets up to the box.
Hmm.
I'm just like, oh shit, he's fast too.
Here comes the fun part.
And he then lifts the box up.
Mm.
Are you a minotaur of
And
your
then
words?
flips on your dangling chain thing.
My lucky rabbit's
Whoa,
foot.
where'd that come from there? And he hits the ground, but the box comes down with him.
I
And now
would
the
like to
cakes
try.
are all over the ground.
That's fair. I'm kind of impressed. He got up there and he got him down.
I'm
Don't
sorry
just
I dropped
challenge
your
things
cake.
you know nothing about.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
That's
I pick him up and I kind of dust him off and
I feel like we all learned something.
enjoy your cake, sir.
oh, thank you. And then he just immediately throws his face down into the ground, eating the cakes up off the ground.
So he's eating He's eating dirt cake.
Yep.
Nice.
Spicy dirt cake.
Yep.
Cake's
Spicy
cake.
pineapple dirt cake.
Cake's cake, that's right.
Yep.
5-second rule.
We don't really care. We've eaten worse.
I pick up a cake gingerly off the ground and I kind of dust it off and
Ew.
It's not that bad, see?
see.
I don't.
You want a bite?
Nope.
We
And if
should
you're worried about it. He picks one up and he goes over to a water thing and he dunks it in the water thing. Hey, now it's clean.
And also disintegrating in your hand. You know what? It's fine.
let's
Now
go
it's
sign
spicy
Duke up
water.
for the thing.
Yep.
I think you just kind of ruined
Let's go-
water for
let's
everybody
go.
else.
To the arm wrestling tournament sign up sheet. Let's go do that.
I feel as though the water now
Nope.
defeats
Yeah,
the
yeah.
purpose of what it's for.
Yeah,
Somebody will
yeah,
take care of
yes,
it. Like
yes,
5
please, let's
minutes,
go.
it's fine.
I don't. I just.
It's
Let's-
someone's job. They fill them. They make sure they're not dirty.
I'm already walking away at this.
Yep.
At this point, I look down at my empty water pot and I go, huh? And I just kind of scoop.
Cake water
Yep. Spicy cake water now, I guess.
with a hint of dirt.
Good soup.
Spicy.
Mud. Ew. To the sign up sheet. I don't. Is it a sheet? I don't know.
Yeah, how's this work?
So as you come in, you see tons of games like everywhere. Like off to your left, you'll see there's like an axe tossing booth.
What about darts?
There's no darts. There is ring toss.
Ah, okay.
And then off to the
Sorry.
right, you see it looks like an oval track that's water, and you see just a bunch of little duckies floating around in it. You see a man standing off in one of the corners, and he's just got a bunch of cows with him. So you're kind of confused as to what that has to do with games.
I go over to the cow man.
See, I'm intrigued by the cows. No, let's sign him up because we keep talking about it. We haven't done it yet, and that is not good.
I have a question for you, Clementine.
What?
How many people does it take to sign one person up?
Apparently, fucking 5.
That man's got cows, and I'm kind of intrigued.
Great.
Next,
You
to
go to the cow man.
Is the
We're gonna go
arm
sign you
wrestling
up.
pit. So there's
Oh,
a bunch
perfect.
of tables
Alright.
set up. And
We're
then
on
the
their
other
way there
side
anyway.
of that, there's a big open ring with a tent off to the end, and you can't really see into the tent. But there's a man standing on the other side of the ring.
Mystery tent.
Mystery tent.
I want to go to the cows, though. I don't care about the mystery tent. There's a man with cows. I'm all about it. Let's go!
All right, let's sign him up first. As we're walking up, I'm like hyping him up. I'm like the one, the only Duke Thunderbearer here for your entertainment. The best arm wrestler in all of the land. He has some really thick arms to prove it. I got a bruise still on my face from his friend. Wait, no, that's never mind. Don't worry about that story. Don't worry about that story. Duke Thunderbear, the man of the hour.
You got Malcolm behind you doing like dance moves, like raising
like
the
a
roof.
little kid that's just like,
Yeah, Duke.
No, who's taking
Yeah.
bets?
no one's taking.
I
that
will.
cute
I will
son.
bet 5 gold.
Yeah. So I guess I walk up to the sign up. Get signed up. I don't know. Is this like a? Are we allowed to bet, or is this like a cash prize
There's
type?
no
thing?
betting allowed on the
Oh.
actual, like, arm wrestling because it's a prize. It's like an entry fee to enter
Do we know what the prize is?
the entire pot.
So it's like
Or-
Oh,
cash.
like entrance.
It's like an actual tournament.
Okay.
So first, second, and third place. Like
Okay.
first place gets 50% of the total pot. Second place gets 30. Third place gets 20.
So
Got it.
spectators can't bet?
No.
All of them are out.
I don't even
I'll
care
still be there
anymore.
for moral
I mean,
support.
You
I'm
can
not-
bet if you want, but there's no like people aren't like actively doing.
It's not like a
bets.
bookie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no bookie.
Got it.
Oh, there's a bookie somewhere.
And his
Yeah,
name is
it's-
Saal.
I was gonna say you're probably him.
Now there's a bookie. Can I use persuasion to convince people to bet?
You can try.
Oh God.
So you're trying to like hype people up.
Yeah, no, let's move on. Let's move on. I want to see where this goes.
Something about cows.
So
Arm wrestling cows.
this is my friend Duke. He'd like to sign up for the arm wrestling tournament. How much is the fee to enter?
So it's 50 gold to enter.
Whoa!
All right.
10.
Mm,
I'll give
I
you 10.
gotcha.
I'll give you 10. So
Hmm.
you're paying it all.
I set it down.
We all made a bunch of money today, and
Do you have
know,
that much left?
I have
I got
56
plenty, yeah.
gold. But you're fine.
I give you 10 gold.
No.
I also have 56 gold. I give you 10 gold.
I'll throw in 10.
There you go. Everybody
That's
throws
some
in
moral
10.
support.
That's 50 gold. There's your teammates.
Let's do it.
All right.
I can
well, we're
also give you this, and I give you a pancake.
So you're gonna be our last entrant. That makes 10 entrants. So the total prize pot is 500 gold right now.
Woo!
All right.
It is a I can't think of the word. My brain is farting.
Double elimination.
No.
2 out of 3.
Nope.
It is
It's a
a.
gauntlet style.
Okay. I was trying to
You
figure
see
it out.
how
for you.
far you can go against the amount of people we have, and the person who makes it the farthest is first place, and then we judge by after that.
Let's do it.
You got this, Doogie.
God.
Now regretting not naming myself Dookie Hauser. I was gonna say that.
So now I have 30.
You put the
Doogie, baby.
you put the apostrophe in the wrong area.
Yeah.
Instead of Canon, it should have been Duque.
Love it.
So, give me a second. So you're the last person to go. So you're watching all the people go ahead of you.
Okay.
Fuck out of my fucking dice holder. God damn it. Brand new dice.
They've been in there for so long that they've just
Been in there
formed.
for 2 years.
No.
So how is this working on like a gauntlet stat? Are you rolling a dice 10 times right now to
Yes.
okay. And he's got to beat all 10, right?
He just has to make it the furthest.
Okay.
So yes, he
No
has to beat
pressure.
all 10.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
No, he has to
Yeah, I
beat
mean,
all
it's
10
the-
of
it's
the
the odds.
other 10 entrants have to do better, worse than him.
He can.
He just has
he's
to
the
win
only
more.
American Ninja Warrior.
Yes.
That is how it's working.
Well, and I mean, if it isn't it set up like March Madness style? That's what I was picturing,
No.
right? Like you start with.
So
Think
there are
think Mortal
10
Kombat
people.
Tower.
There are
Like, he
there
has
are
to climb the
10
tower.
people, and the
Okay.
first the entrant starts at the first one, and if he beats him, he goes on to the second one, and then he
So
goes
Liu
on to the
Kang,
third one,
Kung Lao,
and then when he gets
Scorpion.
beat, that's where he made it. To.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so it's their house arm wrestlers versus the
Yes.
contest.
Correct.
So you watched the 9 people before you. Only 2 of them made it to the 6th person.
Oh Jesus!
So now it is your turn.
So he only technically needs to make it
Okay.
to the 7th person.
Correct.
Only the 7th person.
It's fine. You got this. You got this.
So I'm doing it, what, D20 plus athletics again? Okay.
Round 1. Fight.
So that's a 7 plus 5. So 12.
You beat the first guy. You
God.
slam his arm down. It's not even a competition there.
Okay. 9 plus 5, so 14.
The second guy gives you a little trouble, but you still managed to beat him. It didn't take you too long, but you struggled just for a smidge.
How far, hold on, before you say the next one, Tater. How far away is the table?
They are about 15 feet away from you.
How far is Mage Hand? 10 feet or 30 feet?
10 feet. 10 feet.
Damn it!
Yeah.
I wanted to like tickle the guy's knee. So he'd be like, what the fuck is that? So he'd like kind of be like not paying attention.
So that one was an 18 plus 5.
You slam his arm down. He's just like,
Or then-
holy shit.
For the next round, can I like kind of walk around and make myself like kind of look imposing behind Duke to try and like throw the other guy off his game?
There is no.
I
You
tried.
cannot get behind
I'm
them.
trying.
No,
Fine.
it's 30 feet, so I can totally tickle
Oh,
the
it's
guy's
30
knee.
feet? No shit.
I'd like to tickle the next guy's knee.
As you get within 5 feet of the tables, your hand disappears.
Damn it.
Ah.
Good try.
Can
This
I
one
do my
wasn't-
telepathy?
8 plus 5.
You struggle a little bit, but you do beat him.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
What number are we on now?
This
5.
is number 5.
So 16 plus 5.
Oh, you
Nice.
slam his arm down. He's just like, oh God,
Okay.
Tony
He
was
needs one.
telling
Second
me
hand.
about you.
He needs this one. He needs this
We
one.
need this one. All right. Can I use thaumaturgy to whisper some demonic stuff into the person's ear? Maybe throw them off their game a little bit?
You can try.
Ew.
Okay. Can I try that?
This was
What do you want to say?
a 6
What do you want
plus
it to say?
5.
Oh, it's like I don't know how to actually speak infernal.
There are few.
Hold on,
who
let me
can.
grab
How
some
does it-
pots and pans. Real
How does it
quick.
sound?
How's it sound?
Yeah.
It's like TV static sound.
Techno.
But
got
at the
it.
same time, like
Techno. Got it.
I always pictured it like the Black Speech of Mordor.
A little bit. A little bit.
It's more like disc brakes,
It's like
like screeching and like
it's
like
it's
scrubbing
That, like,
metal.
gets, like,
it's
broke
down
down
with
my
the
spine
sickness.
every
Ooh,
time.
ah, ah.
Like like when you scratch a fork against a plate.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I was going for with that, but the aluminum can really didn't.
But
do
it's a whisper, so really only he can hear it.
Yeah,
You
it's a
notice
whisper
nothing
deep
happens.
down in his gut. He kind of feels like terrible about himself.
He is unfazed.
At the same time, I tried to speak in the guy's head and say, "I can see your underwear." That's all he hears.
See anything happen. Can the two
Damn
of you
it.
make a perception check?
Both of us. Okay. Oh, sorry.
15.
Where's my perception? That's deception. What's
Wisdom.
perception under?
I
Wisdom.
think, yeah.
10.
So, Sal, you don't notice anything. Malcolm, you notice a little silver orb on a stand in the middle of the table.
Ah,
Can I
damn
just like try to cheer and try to maybe give him advantage for being so supportive? Woo, yeah! Fucking awesome! Crushing it! Woo!
You notice that no one reacts inside.
This bullshit.
Is it?
So he's on his own out there, guys.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think we're in trouble.
What did you roll, Duke?
I rolled a 6 plus a 5, so not well.
11, yeah.
Does
So-
intimidation count for anything?
You can try if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, why not? Since we're
Well
here.
done.
Is that a d20 as well?
So you roll it. I'm going to let you roll a strength-based intimidation check because you are...
Nice.
So add +5.
Oh, sweet. Thank God. It's 11 plus 5.
All right. So I'm going to allow you to re-roll that, and you
Good.
have advantage right now.
Woo!
We got a 8 plus 5.
And roll
so
it again.
you can roll another one and take
Oh,
the
okay.
higher of the two.
That is a 11 plus 5.
So you struggle, and he gets you to the point where you almost, and you grit your teeth at him, and he kind of flinches a little, which gives you you come back, and you guys struggle more, and then you
Okay.
get him finally.
Okay. Life is good. Life is good.
So you're now on the 7th guy.
Is this the last guy or?
This
If-
So you made it
you've
6,
won,
right?
but you can
Oh.
keep going if you want.
Is there any
Keep
benefit to that?
going.
You'll have
Other
to
Bragging
either
rights.
Bragging
find
rights?
out or stop.
I mean, I can't get worse, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, let's fuck it. Let's go.
Okay.
Press your luck. Big money, no whammies,
I
no
ha-
whammies.
I hand out pancakes and bacon to all my friends. So now we have food to eat while we watch this awesome match. Still sipping on my sangria, by the way.
I'm staring at the man with the cows.
Getting creepy.
It's a 7 plus 5.
Ooh. This is where you see the guy looking at you, and he's just like,
Good.
"You did pretty good. Come back next year and try again."
Womp womp.
Yeah, Duke, you did it! Woo!
So you don't hear anything right now. All you hear is the people within the table area.
Yep.
You see the man who took your money and registered you, and he goes over and he touches the silver orb, and you see a thin layer disappear, and you can now hear the crowd all around you.
Woo!
Yeah, Duke, you did it!
But you did pretty good. Here's 250 gold. That's half of the entire pot. So
Damn.
you get 250
Sweet.
gold.
Oh,
That's what can I give 50 to everybody?
Yeah,
I'll keep 50
You
and
can
then
do
give 50
whatever
to
you
everybody
want
else.
with the money. You can give it
Yeah,
back to them.
I mean,
or-
everybody chipped in 10 to get to the 50. I'll give everybody 50.
Woo!
I feel like that's pretty cool. You didn't have to do that.
I mean, try to be fair, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Train real hard. Next year, if you beat all 10, we triple the prize money.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Wait, so how much
know,
did we
we
each
Good to
should've-
know. Good to know.
We each got 50.
Yep.
We should have stopped at that potion shop and got some sort of strength potion.
I didn't know. I mean, yeah, I would have. I probably would have drank it.
And then you could have entered.
Just be just this tiny dude, like jacked as fuck.
Lovely.
Yeah.
What are we doing now?
Cows.
He's gonna lose his
Oh,
mind
yes.
if we don't go and check out
we have to
what's
check
going on
out the
with these
cows. Let's go check out the cows.
Okay. So you head over and you see a
My
man.
tail's just dunk, 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 dunk.
The cows are doing the same thing. The stall keep comes over. He's like, "Which one you want to guess?"
What?
Guess
What am I guessing?
How much they weigh?
Oh. From here or from over there?
You
I don't get to touch the
you
cow
pick
or
which
anything.
one you want to weigh, or guess how much they weigh. You get to pick which one, and then you guess. If you guess within 5 pounds, you get a prize.
Are there any cows that look like if he were a cow?
If he were
Are there any?
quadrupedal,
Yes. Dude,
no,
I'm just
they're
like,
cows,
okay.
not bulls.
damn it.
What are the cows' names?
Well, that one's Bessie. That one's Gertrude.
Yeah.
There's Bernadette. And that one over there is Sassy Pants because she's sassy.
I would like to guess Sassy Pants.
Okay. Sue? Oh, that's the pigs. And Bessie,
Oh,
Sassy
wow.
Pants walks over. And she's just
Um,
sitting there chewing. All right. Now,
Yes, hi, she's eating right now.
could I make some sort of...
you can make a survival check.
I'm proficient in those, so I'll take it. That would be a 17.
You would think she looks to be about 582 pounds.
I love when my headphones die right as you're telling me what it's gonna weigh.
Mine did too.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, mine's pairing right now.
Oh, yep. It looked like he said about 582 pounds.
582 pounds.
I had a pair of headphones over here somewhere.
For those that are only going to be listening, I handed
Mine's trying to
582,
pair, and it's not pairing.
Yeah.
and it was
Hang on.
tiring.
Technical difficulties. Go to settings.
Technical difficulties? What's a difficulty?
The difficulty.
Oh,
Back in, we're gonna disconnect.
This is 18 plus.
We can't talk about that on Twitch.
yikes!
I feel like I need to make a joke about that being reserved for the Queen's box, but
Disconnect. Sweet, great, wonderful.
We good?
You back?
Wow, it's weird.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Sure.
Go on, Howard.
Shoo-ba-doo bop 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 shoo-doo-ba-doo bop.
Schwab.
My fucking whole shit fucking die? I can hear you guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Stay, there we go.
All right.
I'll just have to
There
turn
we
you
go.
down.
All right.
So yes, 582 is what you heard.
I'm gonna say about 590 pounds.
Well, dang. You guessed a little under by about 3 pounds.
All right.
Or winner.
What do I win?
Well, here's your prize. And he hands you a little tiny plastic thing with it's got a little red dragon head on the top.
Uh-oh.
Wow, that's
Something
cool.
I'm probably gonna break if I keep touching. I hand it to Malcolm.
What do you do with it?
I don't know.
What does it do?
I don't know yet.
Are you looking at it?
I am. I'm not touching at it because I'll break it.
I'm gonna like nudge Sal and under my breath just be like, I was hoping for beef jerky.
So it's a little black rectangular plastic piece with a little tiny red dragon head on it.
What does this
Okay.
do?
Push the head. A little tiny candy pops out underneath from the dragon head.
Oh,
Pez.
it's a Pez dispenser.
Be careful.
That's
Be
trademark.
careful.
Why?
It's a Jez dispenser.
No,
Nope.
don't call it. No.
No, it's here. I'll show you. Can I have that candy?
I thought it was for me.
I would like to eat the candy.
Wait, you don't know if that's vegetarian.
I'm gonna eat the candy.
And die? Like,
What
what's
happens?
gonna happen?
When's the next time you talk as your character?
It'll probably be that. Trying
The
to
moment
explain
you
what
open your mouth, you see a fireball go.
Good thing I'm short.
Please don't talk at me.
Yeah.
Is it magic?
Is that like from now on?
It's joke candy. It does it once.
Oh, it's just one time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
How
That's
many
fair.
pieces are in here?
Well, that's the thing about it. It never stops.
Wait, I have a question. Can I break it?
Possibly.
Never mind.
You shouldn't.
I don't know. I've had it for a while and it hadn't broken. Old Sassy Pants sat on it.
I like those odds.
Actually, yeah. Be like
Do
you
you want-
sitting on it. Oh, well,
do you want
I'd
it
probably
back?
be here.
No, but I would like another piece of those candies. They do taste pretty good.
I pop another candy out and hold my hand up. And back away.
So
It's
It-
like kind of like cinnamon-y. Kind of got like a
it's literally a Pez dispenser. It doesn't empty ever. And
I'd
it's
like to
just,
think it tastes like a hot tamale.
yes.
It goes
like
into my
Fireball.
Cinnamon flavored candies.
it goes into my knick-knack box.
It does not do any damage or anything. It's literally just a joke thing.
Can it light a campfire?
Maybe.
All right.
I was
You
I
don't
was
know.
I was thinking it'd be good for like intimidation.
Yeah, can it be used for intimidation?
Who knows?
We could use it for so many
We'll
different
find
things.
out.
But Malcolm owns it now.
Yeah.
Just a 2-foot tall fire breathing
You want some of this?
Terrifying.
magic man.
That's terrifying in of itself.
Hurry up, Saal. Make my eyes change colors.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can work together on this.
So that was my last prize. Now I guess we're just gonna let the cows move. And dang, that
You
was a
could,
good.
you could turn this into a petting zoo now.
Oh, that's a
What are
good
the pieces?
idea.
Thank you.
That is a wonderful idea. You should pay your.
Hold on. You calm down. He just got a prize for nothing. He didn't
Oh, a
pay to
prize
do
for
it,
winning a game. That's barely nothing.
that he didn't pay to play.
You're the one who set up the rule. That just seems
I was
like
happy
I'm
just to look at a
poor
cow.
planning on your part.
All right, you want?
Only like 4 cows.
Mm.
Okay. I guess me and Sassy Pants are gonna leave now.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sassy Pants and Sassy Pants owner. What was your name?
I'm Bartholomew.
Nice to meet you, Barty.
I've heard that
Nope.
name before.
Nope,
That's not
that
what he
is
said.
nope. That is
Mm.
not my name, friend.
Well, I know, but I'm
He just-
probably not gonna see you again.
He herds
so,
his cows.
yeah.
Bye, Bart.
He does not pay attention to you.
Bye, Bessie. That's the only name I remembered besides Sassy Pants.
Mm.
Bernadette.
Gertrude,
Gertrude.
maybe?
Gertrude.
Yeah.
I wonder what.
Good
the
job,
pigs
good
were
job.
for.
Eating? Sorry, I mean,
I mean,
There is.
that's what-
I do have some bacon in here.
Old bacon pancakes.
So what are you guys doing now?
ring toss. Sorry, you said something about that. I feel like I would be good at that. Oh, as long as it involves, like, dexterity, not strength.
Just like toss the rings through the bottles.
Well, I was thinking, like,
Break.
accuracy, like dexterity based, because it would be like an accurate thing. That's where my head was at.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Is there a bottle toss? Well, I mean, like, just knock the bottles down.
Oh, like
No.
I wanted to do that dance contest thing.
I heard it was canceled.
That's all right. We can still dance around. There's a music thing going on.
I don't want to do that. Oh, is it almost time for that?
I don't know.
I check the
You-
sky. I don't know.
You could ask someone.
Hey, someone.
Hey Bartholomew, before you leave, what time's the live music at?
I don't know.
Then why am I asking
with-
someone?
Talk with one of the festival attendees.
Aren't
I
you a
look for an
festival attendee?
official-looking attendant.
I'm an attendee.
You see someone that was dressed like Brian
Oh,
from the
fuck.
beer tent.
Oh,
It's not Brian. He's just in the same like garb.
Okay.
So
yeah,
it's
but
like
we have a bad
it's-
association with.
We don't like Brian.
And it's an elven woman, and she's just sitting there, and she looks bored as fuck.
I swear I'm
Hey.
sober.
That's
Can you
that's
tell
not me.
Ma'am,
What?
lady. Hi. When is
Hello.
the music show?
Well, the fighting is ending, and she's looking at like a weird like contraption on her arm. It goes from like her wrist to about her elbow, and you see that like it starts at like half of the sun is up here, and then it's full sun, and then it shows a moon up here, and you see that it's like filled up to a little past midday.
Okay.
Like, so the fighting tournament should be ending soon, and then there's about an hour break, and then the music will start.
Okay. Do you recommend arriving slightly early?
I mean, there's plenty of room. There's even if you don't have a good seat, you'll be able to see it. We broadcast it
Well,
around.
We've got a good seat.
Okay.
we do have
We're
good
gonna have a good
seats.
seat. It's true.
Do you happen to know where we could find the Royal Box or whatever they call it?
Royal Boxer. Who's that?
If you have tickets to the Royal Box, you just have to meet the attendant by the front.
Oh,
Is
it's
that
fine.
we
is
didn't
that
get tickets, but
to the
queen
south?
Invited us. Yeah.
Well, if the queen invited you, she'll be there waiting for you. So I wouldn't be
Where-
late.
Yeah, we might
Where
want to
is
be a little bit early then. Yeah, that's what I was
yeah,
thinking.
so that answered my question.
Yeah, we
Where
should
is
go
it?
down to the Royal Box.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
still have time. There's still
Yeah.
plenty. You got like a couple hours still.
Oh God.
Oh, okay. All right.
I heard it. You want to come early.
To the Queen's
Sir,
Box.
Yeah.
roast.
I want to play a game that is based on accuracy. I don't know.
So ring toss.
Yes.
You go play ring toss. I'm not holding you up.
I go that way. I just want to try it. I want to see. I don't know.
Thank you.
We should all
Thank
do it.
you.
It'll be fun.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you,
Ma'am. Yeah. Miss.
Bye. Enjoy the festival.
I mumble elves angrily under my breath in Infernal.
You might want to get that checked. I know a cleric. I point at.
So you go to the ring toss booth. Hey, yes, that's what you do. Do you need rings?
Yes.
Okay. Here you go. And the person hands you 5 rings.
Do I need to pay for this?
No.
Okay.
Got a
I.
prize for this?
What do I do?
So roll just dexterity checks.
Yes.
Oh, I want to get in on this too.
Straight,
my turn.
Just straight dexterity.
Yeah.
First one's a 19.
Okay.
Ow. Next one's 14.
Okay.
Next one. Sorry, I want to use a different one. Give them all a shot tonight. Why? That's why I didn't want it tilted. Mother bitch. 9.
Duke, you want a piece of jerky?
Lovely.
17. Was that 4?
Yep. One more.
One more. Last one's a 5.
So here's a piece of jerky. It's spicy. Remember, it's the one from the rope.
I don't mind a little spice.
How did I do?
So she's like, "Oh, you got 2," and she hands you a ring that is circular and
ring.
has a little rat on it.
God damn it.
Is that the only prize they have there?
It's a free game, so yes.
Free. Son of a.
They like
No one's put a ring on, so you don't
Wait.
know what happened.
Wait, you got
Might be
the
great.
you got
I
the
still
ring.
want to play.
I paid 5 gold for 2. That's
I
son of
got
a.
this one for free.
Yeah, what the
Well,
heck?
It wasn't free. I threw some rings.
I don't. But you
You
didn't
both
pay to
have
throw.
2 of them.
I'm so confused on this.
There's almost enough for everybody.
I don't. I was gonna sell them for more.
I already have one of these. I bought one earlier.
Yeah, for
Oh, you bought
15
one.
gold. Crazy.
Yes.
Who charged that much?
Mandel
Wait a
Dom.
second, you paid for that?
Wendell
He's a little
bombs.
old man, and he was slightly intimidating with his chaotic nature, and so I just wanted to get out of there.
Whipplegrums.
Old man Wimmelbaum.
Wapple Bapple.
Wimmelbam. Man,
Big
his
and
name is
washed.
hard to remember.
Waffle
Yeah,
House.
He made them.
But why does he sell them if you give them away for free?
I think the question is, why did you pay for it?
I didn't know
I'm
they. I
pretty
thought
sure
they
I
were.
explained that.
Yeah, I thought they were worth more than just being a ring toss game.
Well, I mean,
Well, hey, now we know.
they're
I
kind
guess.
of neat.
What does it do?
Yeah, what's it do?
You hear her like chitter, and a bunch of rats come out from behind, and they all just sit there and look at you.
Holy shit.
And she chitters at them, and they chitter back. And she's like, "They're having a great time," they say.
Hey
This
guys,
is-
can I borrow one of these rings?
We could talk to rats. Yeah, here, I give him the one I just won.
I put on the ring. What
Nothing
happens?
Immediately.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, not, yeah.
She's like, are you dumb?
A little bit.
I feel like that was uncalled for, but go on.
I mean, not you, him.
He was
I
kind
know,
of
I saw
hungover,
him
but
still
he touched the sober chip, so probably not dumb.
Oh, Wimmelbamp made those too.
Wiffle waffle.
All of us have one, and she pulls
Whipple
out
bottom.
one. She's like, it's for
All right.
unruly people.
You keep that shit.
I feel like I'm a little freaked out that there's so many of these. I don't know why. It's slightly foreboding to me. Now I'm worried this crazy old man is doing some sort of weird rat control. I don't know.
No, they
Like the Pied
work.
Piper.
They help us.
I think he might have messed up and was like, you know what? I'll sell these. I'll mass produce them and make a little buck off them.
Well, yeah. That's how we talk to the rats, and that's how they help us do
Wait, with the
stuff.
ring?
Yeah.
Like gratitude.
Yeah,
so I'm wearing the ring right now.
Yep.
Talk to rats.
I can talk to rat.
Nope.
You have to. I think you have to. I don't
Is
think
it-
it works immediately.
I can
Sometimes
tell
have to
you.
give it
I
time.
know why I learned this back in Faerun. You need to be one with the ring. It takes a little while.
Doesn't happen right away.
You need
I
to
also-
Spend time.
I also
wear
I
it.
put one on.
Get
slowly
used,
learn
get used to the
the-
ring being on
the
your
rats.
finger.
language as I get used to it, or is it just kind of one day it just
Po-
clicks?
That might be some possibility. It could be that you just need to sit there and visualize using it the right way.
Think about it.
Yeah, I know.
Respect it.
Did they say I'm really smart? Because that's what I was thinking they said.
I
Well,
feel
that
like
one
it was
said you're
rude.
smart, and that one said he's dumb.
Oh God, why is everyone around here so mean?
They're rats.
It's uncalled for.
I
They-
think so too.
Well,
They're
They
rats,
use-
they're kind of assholes,
I'm gonna say they're using rats as like labor.
so they get paid.
That should
It's
bother
all
you.
equal.
How do you
vegetarian.
pay a rat with
What?
food?
Wait,
Oh,
Food, we give them.
does it
Places
work
to
on
stay.
mice?
Is that a mouse on the ring?
I mean,
Nope.
okay, all right.
in a big city, there's probably bound to be a lot of rats.
I feel like that's a fair question.
No, yeah,
All right. Well, I have.
We didn't need the hostility.
it
Is
could-
all I'm saying.
You're holding up a line, and you guys turn around, and there's like a long line of like children looking to play.
Well, I want to play first.
Go ahead. She hands you 5 rings.
Okay. Hold on. Dexterity.
Yep.
So 12. So I'm using. Wait. So I'm
The
just
smaller
using
number.
the smaller number. Okay. Yeah. 12.
Okay.
14. 12. 17. I don't want to talk.
So you got 1.
Damn.
what's the prize for one?
You know, I needed that.
I start clapping too.
Shut up. Let's go.
Yeah, okay.
Game's rigged anyway.
Well, that was
Get out of the way.
exciting. That was exciting time, guys. So maybe we go get some
wonder
more
what-
pancakes and bacon.
Do you ever get full? I'm just curious. You've eaten so much food.
Just-
I don't know where you're putting it.
He doesn't answer, just gives you a big smile, kind of awkward.
All right. Okay then. Convinced he's hiding them somewhere.
But yeah, good pancakes, I guess.
To the stall like 3 times now.
Oh.
It's on the way to the thing, right?
Yeah, it's on the way. We'd have to travel south because we're meeting her at like the front, right? The front area.
It'd be at the beginning of the water when you first
Yeah.
came in.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's do that.
So we have to pass by
Perfect.
there. We can stop and get some some snacks.
Fill up the sangria.
That's fine.
Get one beer, because God
walk-
forbid I get two.
Just walk around with it all day. That's what I do.
They have rules.
I get another 8 pancakes for a gold. And I fill up the sangria.
I guess I use a silver to go back into the beer tent.
As you
Fill
go
up my
in, Brian,
beer.
like, come on.
I just glare at Brian the whole time and walk out with my beer.
And we head to the box.
Okay, so you get to the front and you are standing there and you don't see anybody, but you hear the queen, like Malcolm and Clementine, recognize the voice. You guys came. It's almost time.
Yay!
And you see a platform lower.
It's so
Guys,
fancy.
this is the queen. Queen, this is
Hi.
our friends Ironhide, Duke, and Saal.
So nice to meet you all. I'm fucking forgot her name.
Queen Barenthal.
Queen Beth. My first name is Adratha. And it's a pleasure to meet you all. These are my sisters, Pale Moon and Windflow. And she gestures over to her sisters and they bow.
What was her name again? I just didn't catch it.
Adratha.
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 Pleasure to meet you, Addie.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
Nice to meet
Jesus
you,
Christ.
Irony.
No one's ever-
Irony.
I like it.
I also like it for many reasons.
What other reason would it be other than it's ironic?
That's the reason, I mean.
I do.
I
break
thought it
things.
was because it was iron and iron. Yeah. And you just wanted to add the Y to make it like Addy, irony.
Sure.
What was the last name? Berenstein?
Barenthal.
Baron.
Ah,
It's
fucking
Bears.
Bears.
Like the Bears. No.
We're not
I,
having a Mandela
how do you spell
effect
that?
right now. Barrenthal.
Oh, they switched the I&E.
Oh fuck!
Know what else to do except for kind of stick out my hand for a handshake.
She shakes her hand.
All right.
She's very formal, but at the same time also understands that not everybody follows the same set of rules. Like
Understand what rules are going on. I mean,
like
Gonna say,
rules
I'll-
like
societal rules.
what?
Society.
Societal, like
Yes.
high. Yeah. I'm gonna go right out on a limb and know that Ironhide has no idea about those rules. So
That's
the
fine.
feed
Neither-
bag in front of him that's probably dripping now with just grape and pineapple juice.
and Fig Newtons.
Yeah, and she probably shook the hand that was still covered in a little bit of apple from earlier.
Dude. You're killing me.
I like her.
So we're gonna head on up. I hope you guys are ready.
I heard there was dancing.
No, that got
Oh,
Oh
canceled.
no, it's singing.
That got canceled.
Oh.
I mean, there might be dancing happening while we watch the show.
See, we can still dance.
No, you can't. Well, I mean, you could dance. You can dance on the platform. There's plenty of places to dance.
Are you saying we can dance if we want to?
Why, Vandal? Why did you do that? Just, here's
Don't
the
leave
fucking
your friends
alcohol.
behind, though.
I was gonna just let Footloose.
Everybody.
It's better than dancing in the streets.
Yeah, I hear.
I've done that once, but I've also done it in the rain.
More of a fan of dancing with myself, personally.
All right. Just shut up and dance. Just shut up and dance. Just stop. Just shush. Just no more. No more puns. No more puns.
That was great.
All right. Well, let's head on up.
Good lord.
Do you guys step on the platform?
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
So, after you all step on, a barrier forms behind you, and it starts floating up. And there's a bunch of other platforms circling around the main stage. So it's like the royalty, the higher society of the town and stuff. They have like the higher up, and it like they'll float closer to the main stage. It's set up for like a concert. So there's big boxes, like you're not entirely sure what they are, set up in the back. You see like they look like violins, only they're not small, they're big. I'm basically describing it's a rock concert. There's guitars and basses, drums, amps, and everything set up. You aren't like you don't know what these are because you haven't actually seen them, but these do exist here. But a lot of them is like technology that's been brought from other realms and improved upon here because this is a more industrial realm. So that's set up. You see a giant beholder slowly coming down, and it stops, and its main eye is looking straight down at the stage, and you see the eye stalks come up, and it forms like not a full circle, but it adjusts them to a point where it's angling them all towards like the edge of the water, and you see pictures start appearing of the stage.
Oh.
It's the big fucking cameras. They're the big fucking
Exactly.
TV screens of at concerts where you can see from every position.
Yep.
That's so sick.
And you start seeing people walk out onto the stage. You see a short person head towards the drums. You see a dragonborn head towards the bass. You see-
Can't hold it together.
I can't. And then you see a cloaked man head over towards the guitar. And then you see a female tiefling with an eye patch head out, and she has a violin, and she's standing by the front. And they just start putting on a concert. It's music you've heard music, but this is really pleasing to the ears because it's newer sounds. You've never heard anything like this. At one point, like the singer does something with her hand, and you see her violin just float away, and it's still playing, and she starts walking out on the water towards the crowd.
Oh, it's so cool.
And it's a spectacle, and you see the queen, and she's really happy, and she's getting into it, and she's like, yes, this is way better than last year. And then it ends,
No, I'm fine.
He's
and
gonna
then
dance.
you hear the people like all screaming. They're like, yeah, that was the best. It's like a volcanic eruption of like everybody just happy, like it was a good time. So they
Woo!
come back out, they do another song, and then at the end of this, what?
That's an encore.
I need more grapes.
At the
They're
at the
catering.
end of this song, you see a big silver airship with a mast and sails land next to the platform, and they get on, and it takes off.
Wow, they must be really important.
I don't know about that kind of stuff.
She's
That
like,
was
"No,
the
they
cool.
just-
That was the
they just
coolest
come
thing I've
from a
ever
different
seen.
realm."
Coolest thing I've ever seen. I played the violin, but I don't play it like that.
No, they don't have stuff like that at home. They got like maybe a fiddle, maybe a lute. I don't know.
And she's like, do you want to go meet him?
110. That 200 and 400. Yes.
All right, well, we can do that. It's gonna be. They're gonna come visit us here. They just have to go park or anchor, words, whatever. They have to go make the airship not right in the middle. And they're gonna start setting up for the magic act and stuff. Did you enjoy that? Was that fun?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, it was.
I know you had fun. You don't even need to cast light. You're so glowy.
I'm just happy to be here. Let's be honest. I think we're just both, yeah, pretty happy to be here.
So, as you guys are watching them like break down everything and carry it off, like you see like parts rise up out of the water, connecting like the main side to the platform. So it's like a little bridge forms so that they can carry everything down and off the side. And as you're doing this, you see another platform slowly drop down towards you. And there's a blue female tiefling with an eye patch over her right eye. She's like, "How was that?" And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Thanks for watching this dysfunctional D&D presentation of the War for Garaxia. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to keep up with the Guardians of Garaxia and a ton more. Homebrewed just for you.